Hello? Mm. Should be good now. I had to quick disconnect, close OBS, and then reopen OBS. Should be good now, right? Analytics. Cool. So yeah. I got 120 videos so far in 3 weeks on the reaction stuff, but I'm already at 280 watch hours. So we're already a quarter of the way to another 1,000 watch hours, which after this 1,000 will be getting monetized. Yeah, man, it's these streams with all this reaction stuff in it, man. It just goes hard, man. It sucks because I've always wanted to do gaming, but gaming is so dead. But I actually don't mind this. This is kind of fun. Let's see, what do we got? So I played the original Super Meat Boy, and it was hard. The fact that it's 3D now scares me. I had to move my AC unit. Let me put that back where it belongs. Right there, blowing directly into my face. If it's not cold air, I don't want it in my face. I don't even want normal air in my face, I want cold air.
Hi, my name is Dominic, co-founder and art director at Sluggerfly, and I'm here to give you a look at some Super Meat Boy 3D gameplay. We are incredibly honored to be working on this project. The original Super Meat Boy is such an important game, not just for us as indie developers, but for the entire platforming genre. After having developed multiple well-received 3D platformer games, we are channeling everything we've learned into making this our best work yet. For Super Meat Boy 3D, our goal is to capture the speed, flow and intensity the series is known for, and bring all of that into a new dimension. We've worked closely with Team Meat, the original creators of the game, to make sure Meat Boy feels just right in 3D. His movement, responsiveness and momentum are key to getting that authentic Meat Boy feel. One of the core mechanics of the franchise is wall movement, especially vertical wall jumps. It's a big part of what makes the level design so dynamic. Translating that...
Bro, that is clean. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna play Wuchang. I don't really think I'm gonna be doing the whole streaming the game stuff, dude. I've seen such, like, good kickback from the reaction stuff. Like, it seems like as long as you don't just sit there with, like, you know, fence thorns up your ass, as long as you're not fence riding, you get really good kickback from it. Because people don't like fence sitters. They're fucking pussies.
3D meant we had to evolve the system, and one of the biggest additions is dynamic horizontal wall running. This lets us fully embrace 3D level design. You won't just go left to right, you'll move in every direction. You can now seamlessly combine vertical and horizontal wall moves,
that is crazy
them
looking.
together for stylish...
This is absolutely a rage game. Do not get this game thinking that it is absolutely a rage bait game. It is absolutely rage inducing.
Reversal. We've also added an in-air dash, which gives players more control and speed. It allows for sharper movement, easier wall grabs and faster flow through levels. The game starts off accessible,
Hulk Hogan died?
Before things
What?
Get as nails. Reaching
we gotta watch a little memorial for him after this then.
With some dedication. But if you're a completionist aiming to conquer every timing challenge, find every collectible and get all the achievements, expect a serious test of skill. Thanks for watching. We can't wait for you to get your hands on Super Meat Boy 3D and are looking forward to seeing you rage quit.
It's gonna be... Yeah, look forward to seeing you rage, you bastards. What the fuck? I can't believe Hulk Hogan died? What the fuck, man? They keep taking all our good people, man. What the fuck? Hogan. When was this? 19 hours ago? Bro, what the fuck? We did it go, boys. No! What the fuck? Bro, why do I keep taking all our good peeps?
Rescue. Just before 10 a.m. today, Clearwater Fire and Rescue, along with the Clearwater Police Department, responded to a house in the 1000 block of El Dorado Avenue for a medical-related call. It was discovered at that time Terry Bollea, also known as Hulk Hogan, was experiencing a serious medical-related issue.
No!
Provided medical treatment
Take me instead!
And transported Mr. Bollea to Morton Plant Hospital, where he died at 11:17 a.m.
Damn!
The Clearwater Police Department is conducting a death investigation, which is standard in these types of cases. There are no signs of foul play or suspicious activity related to this call for service at this time.
No shot.
Our personnel is providing the family with the necessary resources. I'm strongly encouraging everyone to keep the family in their thoughts and respect their privacy during this difficult time. We will not be answering any questions, but we will provide additional information when it becomes available.
I got someone in chat. It's Puddin'. Check him out on YouTube and Twitch and all that good stuff. He died yesterday. It's all over the news. Cardiac arrest due to complications from surgery. That stinks, man.
Any public records request should be filed through our public records section with the Clearwater Police Department. No records will be released today. Our thoughts are with the family, and again, we ask everyone to respect their privacy during this difficult time.
What the fuck, man? We lost Ozzy 2 days ago, and now we lost fucking Hulk Hogan? What the fuck, man? What's going on here? Oi! We gotta watch us some J Daddy. We gotta get that daddy instinct going, bro.
Oh my God, Santa! Hey, Santa!
Where the f are my cookies?
Well, I was really hungry last night.
Dear Santa, I want a hockey stick so I can start playing hockey.
You've been a naughty boy, Billy!
You've been a naughty boy!
Naughty.
Oh, I forgot to hang my new ornament. Santa's gotta take a shit! I can't wait to see all the presents you bring me. These kids are just so entitled nowadays, man. The hell's Santa? Oh! Merry Christmas, bitch!
Oh, fuck, man. Check my throne. Oh man, did we get the soundboard? Oh, there we go. Oh, let's see. Oh. Uh-oh. Why is it like circling? Hello? What's going on here? It's not loading. I wonder if the throne site may be down or something. What's going on here? Oh, there it goes. I just had to refresh it like 7 times. Damn! Way to go, Nigel! I think you actually you did get it. Nice! Wait, what? Where is orders? Is it this one? Hell yeah! Nice! Bro, you killing it, man! Oh, I'm looking forward to that bad boy. Ooh, that's gonna add some sound effects to the stream, bro. Hell yeah. One thing at a time. That's right, man. You killing it. My phone? It's on my phone. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's see. So that, oh shit, hold on. I'm gonna blot your face out so they're not gonna be able to see your face. So don't stress about it, I got you. Ah! That was the wrong one. I'm so sorry. Cam? There we go. So that's my friend right there. And that's Hulk Hogan. Bro actually met Hulk Hogan, man. Bro, you should... Damn, it's a shame you didn't get that printed out. You could have got him to sign it. That might have been worth some money. Especially with him being gone now. Yeah, me and Puddin' been knowing each other for a minute now. Oops. Like over 5, well over 5 years. Oh, dude, that's gonna be worth some good money now. We gotta watch some more J Daddy, man. We gotta bring up the good times, man. We gotta watch another J Daddy. Is that it? I thought there was more. No, that friend who's...
Oh, hey there! I'm a professional shitster. I pin my friends against each other with the shit they talk behind each other's backs. It's kind of like my own personal Netflix show. You know, between you and I, Benny was always a bitch. Hey, yo, Benny! Yeah, what's going on? Johnny said you're a f***ing bitch. Why don't you go f*** yourself, Johnny? Now you get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hey, you! Who? Me? Yeah, you! Don't forget your popcorn. I want to kill a guy. You want to kill a guy? I'm a stir shit boy. I stir shit. I don't always shit where I stir, but when I do, shit gets shitty. Yo, you'll never guess who I just ran into. Oh my god, who? Your ex, Vanessa. Really? What'd she say? She said you're a good-for-nothing, worthless scumbag. And she wants you to suffer in your lonely existence, where you soon realize that you're an empty shell with no future, no destiny, and that your fate is to die in an empty void of darkness. Shit on! Wow! I wouldn't want to be that guy. You know, shit stirring is an art, a profession. You need to educate yourself before you master the craft of shit stirring. My team and I conduct weekly shit stirring classes every week for only $19.99 a month. You get to learn how to stir shit every week with yours truly, Stevie Shitsters. Listen to our testimonial.
Stevie
Shitsters class.
Oh god.
Didn't stir shit for shit. I was powerless, but you know, now I ruin friendships, relationships, and even families. Shit on! Yeah, so I went to a random wedding, didn't even know the couple, and I felt like stirring some shit, so I stood up and I objected. Shit on! I saw this guy benching 40-pound dumbbells, and so I walked in front of him.
Yo, how he said that?
40s right in front of his face.
Got your shit on!
I told my friend that our other friend slept with this girl, and so he went over to the house and shot him. Oh my god.
Oh.
So yeah, one of my best friends is dead, and one of my best friends is serving life in prison.
Shit on! So much shit!
Call 1-800-SHITSTERS to sign up for your classes today. Becky, cheers. What brings you to the party
All
today?
the black guys are so many
What?
of them.
Yeah.
I mean, like, look at him.
No, it's dope.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
God, yeah, I just want like one of these bulls to just freaking pile drive me, man. You know what? Probably like 10 of them. Just 10 of them get around me and just start driving it into me.
Really?
Man.
Yeah.
10 of them. 10 of them. Just 10 of them.
No, same, dude.
Oh
Definitely.
my gosh. Yeah, yeah. No, it'd be like a wild adventure. It'd be like some Indiana Jones shit, man. Going on a fun excursion, you know, through the I'm not gonna say through the jungle because that would just be like kind of fucked up.
God, something about him. Something about him, I tell you.
So what's like your most important reason as to why you would like prefer a black guy versus a white guy?
You know, to be honest, I think it's their personality.
Personality.
I think it's that. I think it's definitely their personality.
I'm sure he's got a huge fucking personality, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, black guys, dude. Listen, I got a lot of black friends. They're fucking dope, dude. They're fucking sick.
Okay. I always liked dark chocolate as a kid. I was like never like a white chocolate girl.
Yeah.
I always loved 100% dark chocolate.
Totally. No, I totally get you.
You know how like when people are saying like they're trans now and stuff, where it's like they kind of knew at birth like who they were. Like
I just knew I was so attracted to black men. Yeah. I was gonna be, so, you know, the dance is coming up and shit. I was trying to, like, figure out, like,
oh
maybe,
my god,
you know, we could vibe together. Maybe we can, like, maybe we can hit it off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can go to, basically, I'm asking you out to the dance. If you want to. I'm sorry, John. I only date black guys. Yo, it's pretty fucking obvious. Yeah. It's, like, so crazy how, like, I feel oppressed right now. Like, I shouldn't even feel. I feel oppressed by you. I'm totally feeling discriminated against, but, like, it's not gonna. I'm good. You know, there's one time I had a dream that I was black. Dude, let me tell you something. I don't know what everyone's talking about oppression, because all the chicks wanted me, bro. They were like, how big is it? How big is that shit? And, like, I was just kind of like, no, stay away.
That's a badass
like,
shirt.
Be like,
I'll show it after
like,
this.
Dreams where, like, you want to do something but you can't because the dream holds you
Oh my
back.
god, that's 11 minutes long, dude. I can't sit through that. Holy shit. There's so much. I did not realize this was 11 minutes long. What the fuck? What the fuck? I can't. What is this?
You have been waiting a long time for this moment, haven't you? Yes, alright, what are you going to show me? Yes! Applause! Applause! Even though he's giving himself applause there. That was good. Yes, more applause. Terrible pals, but the bar is set very low today, so I accept it.
You play Fortnite?
Wait, you watch anime?
Yes, sir.
But which animes do you watch? Wait, in JoJo's Part 3, did you watch the dub or the sub?
Hey, sub, definitely sub. Always JoJo, definitely.
No. You watch the dub. There are some very great performances. Did you miss out on the stellar Muhammad Ali performance? You have been waiting a long.
That was pretty good, dude. That was a good one. Yo. Oh, there we go. We got the Hulk Hogan signed jersey. Look at that. Our tee. I can't even see that shit. There he goes. Yeah, I would too. I would definitely frame that pudding. I would have framed that right up. All right. So boom. Not that. Dude, so I've been getting this guy called Tom the Mime. This dude's funny. He's drunk. Let's see. There it is. Okay, I was like, where's my, there it goes. Did I not have? Okay, I do have the other one up. All right, boys. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Oh, hold on. Let me recycle this.
Oh, shit.
Hold on, Asmon. Calm the fuck down, bro. Calm down. Bro, we're never gonna get scenes like this again. We're never gonna get scenes like this again. This is it.
Your new Satan! What? What's that? What's with the ball? Archie? Holy shit. No! You can do it, Ozzy! Bite his freaking head off! No!
Yeah, get it!
Getting aroused.
Okay, kill me.
With what?
I don't know. Here, kill him with this.
Yeah.
If you are having a bad day...
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. Wait a minute. Everything Sasquatch. I've seen this channel pop up a few times. How did it kick me out of the playlist? Yo, it kicked me out of the playlist to play that. This one I saw this morning, and I was like, this has everything right in it. Got the nice bumper.
The entitlement of these white people parking in these handicapped spots.
Oh yeah, indeed. Oh, bro is a legend. He's a legend, dude. Guy knows what he's doing, man. So, first and foremost, what the fuck is that? Bro's got an alien growing on his fucking wall. What is that?
Cause no, right? Come here. No. What? Cause no, right? Take the word no, cut it in half, deep fry it, wrap it in Oreo, and then make it never, ever, ever. Because why would that's not a bug, right? That's an egg full of aliens. And the thing is, right, when you look at that, why don't you just move? If that thing was in my house, I'm moving states and changing my name just for good measure. Because what is that, right? Want to know what's wild about that? I brought a chair. I brought a chair for my bathroom. Not for this, just so I can sit down and relax for a second. Because what is that? Why does it exist? And why are we not asking the government to do something about that?
Bro, right? Here we go, we got another one.
Finally, some proper warriors around here. Yes, drop off the supplies, little ones. Where are you coming from? Get out of here! No one invited you to!
Yo! She really thought she was about to get up in there, yo. Damn.
On the US border, he had no idea that he was about to have the most terrifying encounter ever. Because as he came around a blind corner, another guy on an ATV appeared right in front of him. But just wait until you see who it is.
It's Border Patrol police, man.
Thankfully, he was chill and they were both okay.
So we got this guy that's new, apparently. That's not really new, but I thought was kind of funny.
It's now been 7 days since a group of hikers.
Holy shit, why does that look so bad? Oh, God.
Went missing in Maine's Acadia National Park.
Oh, my eyes.
The rescue crews there are still holding out hope of finding them alive. Autistic reporter Michael Falk is on the scene there. Michael.
Hello, Brooke. My socks got wet. That cameraman gave me new socks. I am fine.
All right, that's good, Michael, but what's the situation there?
Situation. The names of the hikers are Casey Allman, Brian Emery, Ashley Thorson. The hikers were last seen 174 hours ago. Since then, 3 very big storms have hit here. There's a 1.24% chance that all of the hikers are alive. There's a 3.87% chance that one or more of the hikers are alive. I talked to a man. Watch that video now. Why are you looking for the hikers?
Well, we're still hopeful that we might be able to find them. There's been a break in the weather, so we're hoping that...
Over the past 7 days, the average high temperature has been 21 degrees Fahrenheit. Over the past 7 days, the average low temperature has been 6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right. So we did another sweep of the park from the air, but we didn't see anything.
Without shelter, the human body can withstand temperatures this cold for a maximum of 3 hours. Is there shelter in the forest for the hikers?
Not that we know of.
They're frozen.
Well, we might...
They're frozen.
I just did.
Many people are looking for the hikers and saying that they are alive, but that is impossible. It is confusing. That is a helicopter. A CH-146 Griffin helicopter. Helicopter. I talked to another man who is looking for the hikers.
Dude.
It is unlikely that the hikers' bodies have left Acadia National Park.
That's right.
I have found the hikers. The hikers are dead here in Acadia National Park. I am now part of the news story because I am the one who found the hikers. I am Michael Falk reporting on Michael Falk. Goodbye. Even though I found them, the rescuers say they will keep looking for the hikers because some people think that knowing where dead bodies are is better than not knowing where they are, even though we know where they are. They're over there. I am Michael Falk.
Autistic reporter Michael Falk joins us now.
Dude.
with this interview. Nice to see you again, Michael.
I cannot see you, Brooke. I can only hear you.
Right.
Okay. Hello, Brooke. I finished speaking with Brian Wasserman 26 minutes ago and have been standing here since then waiting for you to talk to me. Watch that interview now. Brian Wasserman used to live in a very big mansion. Now he lives in a tiny jail cell. Is living in prison different from living in a 40,000 square foot mansion in Westchester?
Yeah,
It's different. It is.
How is it different from living in a 40,000 square foot mansion in Westchester?
Well, it's every second of my day is accounted for. It's just day after day of rigid routine.
Rigid routine. What is the rigid routine?
Well, we get up at exactly 6 a.m.
Yes.
Exactly 6:15 a.m. Everyone is counted.
Counted.
Yeah, we have to line up 7 times a day to be counted.
Line up and be counted.
And then there's the food. I never tasted such terrible food.
How long do you have to stay in the line?
We have to walk in lines everywhere.
Do you have to make that line straight?
Oh, yeah. Well, frankly, I always thought you didn't have to do anything in prison, but we have a work detail, and it's hard. Just yesterday, I spent the entire day stacking crates, just one on top of the other.
I like to stack.
You do?
Yes, I like to stack crates, stacking crates.
Yeah, well, it's hard work.
Yes, stacking crates.
I don't mean to complain, but
One on top of another,
I realize what I did.
It is. He's so happy about it. He's so excited, dude.
Maybe I can get out of here and get back to my family.
Why do you want to get out of here?
For my family.
Can you stack your family?
What?
I want to be in prison.
No, you don't.
I want to be in prison.
No, you don't.
Yes.
You see, it takes its toll on you. Well, you wear the same clothes every day,
Yes.
and you live in this tiny little box,
Yes.
and there's hardly any human contact.
How do I get to live here?
No.
How do I get to live here? I need to go to prison now.
I don't think you understand.
Now.
You see, this is a scary place. I mean, sure, there are normal guys like me who are in here for embezzling and fraud, but
that takes too long.
we
I need to go
also
to prison
have
now.
violent
I need to
offenders.
go now.
I mean, the guy in the next cell over, he robbed the convenience store and shot the cashier.
Robbed a convenience store.
Yeah,
I
so
shot the cashier. Shot the
you know,
cashier. Okay.
I mean, it's a
Make sure the
scary
cashier's
place.
dead.
It's rough.
Make sure the cashier is dead.
This is.
Oh my god, dude. Jesus. Oh, it's one more left.
This is the Onion News Network.
Onion
Report
News Network,
first,
okay.
Ask questions later.
And we have a tragic story now out of Braxton, California this hour. A 23-year-old man was tragically killed this morning by a train when he jumped onto the tracks to retrieve a woman's purse. Autistic reporter Michael Falk has the story.
I have the story. At 4:05 p.m., a 100,000-pound Comet Liner 2 stainless steel car ran into a man at the Braxton station.
Jesus.
Luckily, there was no structural damage caused to the car's chassis, so it was only a matter of cleaning the train to remove the human debris and return it to a pristine state.
Oh, just a terrible accident, Michael.
No, Brooke. This was a very lucky day for the train. If it had been hit by something bigger like a car or a boulder or a large animal, it could have been dented.
Okay, do we know anything about the man that the train hit, Miguel Laviera?
He's dead now, Brooke. The train, because of its Westinghouse Echem XCA 448F propulsion system, requires a minimum stopping distance of 625 feet. Before the train came to a complete stop, it ran over 3 trash bags, a piece of gum, a Snickers wrapper, a man, and a glove.
It's just terrible. Now, I understand that the platform was packed with commuters at the time of the accident.
Yes. That cameraman told me to talk to the people who saw the train get hit. Here's what they said. Are you angry because your train ride is over?
That cameraman told me.
No, I didn't even get on a train.
Well, don't worry. Once the blood and flesh is hosed off the car, you will be able to ride the train again.
Who are you?
I'm Michael Falk of the Onion News Network. Nice to meet you.
Now, Michael, it doesn't seem that the conductor is at fault, but will there be any kind of investigation into actually what happened and how he handled it?
I talked to the conductor. You drive the train.
Yeah, this is the sort of thing that every train operator.
I want to drive the train.
What?
Can we go on the train now and drive it?
Yo, low-key, I bet he would be really good at driving trains. He really likes trains. So, like, I bet he'd be really good at driving trains because you have to do it a specific way every time, and it's always the same times every day. I bet he'd be really good at it.
No, I don't think we're going to be driving that train tonight.
Why, is there something wrong with the train? I thought that you said that the train was all right. What's wrong with the train?
The train is fine, but a person is dead.
The train is fine.
Yes. And a person is dead.
The train is fine.
Thank you, Michael.
Yes. It's now time for business news.
All right. Okay.
Bro, that's great. I love it, dude. That's a great one. You know we got to get our Lance in for the day, right?
Ma, come here real quick. Just come here. Did you ever take coke before? Shit's fucking crazy.
What is wrong with you fucking ass?
Ow!
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Are you fucking serious?
Oh, she's gonna stab him.
Get out of my house now. You're not my son. Leave.
What the fuck's wrong? It's not that bad. Stop!
Get out now. Get out of my house. You have your own fucking house. Get out of my fucking house now. Get out. Get out of my house.
From, you wanna do cocaine?
You better suck my ass. Get out. Get out now.
It's not, I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's...
That's...
Ow!
Really? What is it?
Coke.
It's sugar, you asshole. It's pretty good. Now get it off my table. Clean up this mess.
Alright.
Don't. I will fuck you up. I am not kidding. Lance, I will kick you right in the balls. Lance, that's gonna be a motherfucker.
Oh!
That's all over.
I will hurt you. Clean up my fucking table and stop with your shenanigans. Do it at your own house. Get out. I just got back from vacation. You ruined everything. Get out.
I didn't intend on actually throwing it, and then you slam me to the table.
It's all. You know what?
Oh.
You deserve that. Get the vacuum.
Well, shit.
No, don't. Get out of my house now. Look at my boots.
Confidence course is completed.
Myth busted for that guy. I know, right? Bro almost got selected, bro. I can't stand these piss stains that go in to these little shops, or for that matter, that go into these fast food restaurants, and they sit there and cause trouble. If you cause trouble and someone slaps you, or you get something thrown at you, or you get your ass beat, or you get arrested, you got what was coming to you.
I don't care.
Oh, shit. Yo, the sound it made! Pop! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, I gotta hear that sound again. I got to. Oh! Oh! Why you fight, motherfucker?
I hate movies that fool the public. Take Superman. How does he fly? The man has no visible means of propulsion. Whenever Superman flies, he gets in a pose like this, and he's off. How? There's nothing. Now take Thor. When Thor wants to fly, he swings the hammer around like a propeller, and then he lets go of it.
Your seats are too goddamn small! If your big, round, beluga bop, whale-looking self needs an accommodation in the cargo hold, we can make that happen.
I'm afraid.
Oh!
Diabetes runs in my family.
No one runs in your family, you fat ass bitch.
Where the is my burger?
I don't know, you fat fuck. You probably already consumed it and didn't even notice, you fat piece of shit.
I ordered 20 tacos and only got 17. What the fuck?
It's not my fault we ran out of stock because your Teletubby, Humpty Dumpty, big body Benz built ass ordered everything out.
Can I have 5 cheeseburgers and 4 large fries?
Okay, and what would you and the kids like?
Bitch, where the fuck is my Big Mac?
Maybe if you look under your fucking quadruple chin ass, XXL planet size 9 fat roll of piece looking ass, you'll see that it's in there.
This shit is dry as your personality. I wouldn't feed it to a fucking stray.
Then take your dentures and drag your crusty ass back to the 1950s, Karen.
Oh, so this guy managed to make his music channel blow up for doing this. He did this several times where he would grab something from people and then he would run and he would start singing. And from what I understand, most of these are staged, but it's just the fact that he's able to sing and run. Oh, we got it. Oh!
Wearing a belt. Is that belt from leather or is that an artificial?
So, I love that. Oh, what happened?
You're wearing a...
Yeah, we good. You hate AI, man? You can't hate AI. AI's too good. We have to... It's a national treasure, man. So I can't stand these people that, like, you're killing something to eat it. Unless it's milk or honey, you have to kill something to eat it. Plants, you have to kill. A plant is a living thing.
Belt. Is that belt from leather or is that an artificial?
Yeah, it's vegan leather, yeah.
Okay, but it's leather.
Yeah, it's not someone's skin.
So it's actually an artificial product.
Yes.
That's the question I'm asking.
Yeah, no one was shot in the head for my belt. Vegan
That's what you
leather.
think.
So it's a synthetic material and no one was shot in the head.
So
and
that
it's
bit
not
of
someone else's
synthetic
skin.
material you've got, that produced as much CO2 as driving my car from here to Darwin.
Can I see the scientific resource?
Go to WHO, the United Nations WHO website. That will actually show you that for every 500 grams of synthetic material created, it uses as much CO2 as driving 2,000 kilometers.
Whoa, this is nuts. What are we even talking about?
There we go.
Guns aren't necessary. No. What can I use against or someone that wants to come and break into my home and murder me? What am I supposed to get? A knife. A knife. If they have a gun, because criminals don't follow laws, I'm just supposed to have a knife.
So, like, a lot of people seem to think that if you take away guns in America, that all the shootings stop. Most people, in fact, 95% of people who rob a store, who shoot somebody, who have the intent to harm with a weapon, a gun specifically, they will suss it illegally. They will get this weapon illegally to commit the crime. So, by taking away everybody's guns, which is a fucking stupid idea, you leave the people that could have had guns without guns to protect themselves. They will get these guns regardless of if it's legal or not. Because the acts that they're doing, by nature, is illegal.
To protect me against a bullet?
Okay, well, if there was no guns, your rapist wouldn't have a gun.
That's not how it works. Drugs are illegal.
Okay, and people still do drugs, so why, like...
That's a good
You just
point.
proved your point. You just proved your point.
You just literally dissolved your own argument.
No, sis. No, sis.
Open it.
Bro, what is that? Fuck that. What is that? It's a pair of stairs going up to like a dark area? Nah, man, it's time to move. You gotta move up out that bitch. I bet there's all kinds of cool stuff in there, though.
Go up there.
Fuck that shit. Give me the screwdriver. You close.
Dude, it's behind the toilet. Why is there a pair of stairs behind the toilet? What the fuck? In the bathroom, nonetheless.
It's actually blown this time.
What'd you do to your car?
Mom, listen, I'm very stressed out right now. I blew the motor.
I told you not to tint it.
Mom, what would tinting do to the motor? That's the windows, not the motor. What are you talking about?
Shouldn't have never tinted it. I
What
told
the
you
fuck
not
is
to
she? What are you talking about?
She tinted the windows and the motor's just in pieces.
Yes.
You both are from England, so
Yes.
you probably have the answer to this. If I married the Queen of England, would that make me the King of England?
Shaq got big brain. Big brain Shaq, think real hard. Big brain Shaq, come up with an answer. Big brain Shaq, ask question. You answer Shaq. That's true. You could use your hands, but it's much easier to rob somebody at gunpoint.
I'm gonna say it won't, but
nuts. Can I say, on behalf of everyone in Britain, I would love nothing more. Did you see the one tweet? He goes, I don't know why Kim Jong-un said I was old. I would never say he's short and fat.
You know, I confronted Kim Jong-un, and all of a sudden I got a call. He said, I have a red button on my desk, meaning a nuclear button. I said, I have a red button on my desk too, but it's bigger and stronger than yours, and mine works. And they said, whoa, nobody's ever talked to us that way.
You see, it's kind of crazy. Oh, we got another one, boys. We got another one. We got another one. You ready? You ready?
I'll just get this.
Bro blew up from these shorts. He has concerts now because of that. Legendary singer. My God, dude, look at this guy.
0 snacks, please.
That's just a small drink.
Okay, just making sure.
Besides, we don't sell half of what you're holding or what you have on your back.
The only thing I have on my back is my
you
shirt.
Have tape on your arms. I like your receipt.
This guy is awesome, man. This guy's funny. I actually really like this guy. He's funny. I don't know about him. I don't know how often he does this or how much of a nuisance pranker he is, but
just to make sure you didn't.
The way he's handling this, chef's kiss, brother.
Extra candy.
Did you just wake up today and decide to confuse people?
It's XQC.
I'm Robert Frank, and I'm going to demonstrate the proper way to react when someone makes eye contact with you at the gym. The wrong way. The proper way. The fuck are you looking at?
That man does nothing wrong.
They won't like this one. In China.
Bro, he's like in jail.
China reportedly introduces a new divorce law. Wives can no longer claim husband's property after divorce.
Based. I feel like if you're getting divorced, the money shouldn't be split equally. I feel like if it's your money, it's your money. If it's your stuff that you bought, it's your stuff that you bought. It shouldn't be split halfway down the middle.
Wow. That's kind of a pretty big one, huh? Sure seems like things are changing. I'll tell you that. China W. I'll get married in China. Yeah, does it go both ways? I wonder if it does. I have no idea. I feel like this is definitely huge incel W. Massive incel W. Amazing to see. Huge. Crazy to see. There we go.
Ooh! Oh. You're in the way. Oh my God!
When this woman kept asking an actor about his nude scene over and over, he had enough and immediately called out the double standard.
A bathrobe on. Let me ask you this. If you had a woman on here, would you be very keen on talking about her downstairs? Would you ever talk to an actress about it? I don't think you would. I think it's a terrible double standard.
You do?
Yes,
no,
I do.
I would. I go there with everybody. Oh,
yeah? So when Mikey Madison comes on, you're going to talk to her about whether those are her real parts, or Margaret Qualley comes on. I don't think you will. No. And I've watched all the interviews and no one's ever asked them about their body parts. Interesting.
Eddie Hall's son just broke the world record without even knowing the way.
This is Eddie Hall's son. This is the Beast's son. A new legend is in development, boys. A new legend is rising.
Without even knowing the weight he lifted. Because when he trained with his dad, Eddie casually asked him what his max deadlift was.
Look at him
so
back
Max
there.
said, stick whatever you want on and I'll pull it. And Eddie and his coach loaded up 330 pounds and hit it with bin bags. So Max didn't know what he was lifting. And he ended it like this.
Get it up! Come on! Get it up! Yeah!
In that moment, he set a new world record for his age category. Do you think...
Look at that, bro. Starting young. Bro is starting young. That's what I'm talking about.
Max will ever surpass Eddie one day?
Oh, absolutely. If he keeps going the way he's going, abso-fucking-lutely. I look forward to seeing Eddie's son set new world records in deadlifting. Absolutely.
This kid was waving and flexing a firearm in his neighborhood, but when the neighbors called the cops, he tried to do this.
Stop!
Tase him!
Get down the ground!
Oh, he's
Stop.
running,
Get
dude.
down-
He's running.
Get down the ground! Get down the ground!
Yeah, I wouldn't have even given him that far.
Get down the ground! Do it now! Stop! 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 Stop!
Oh, he's got a gun.
I'm gonna shoot you! Get on the ground! Get down the ground! I'm gonna shoot you! Roll on your stomach! Roll on your stomach!
This is probably one of the few times where this is absolutely valid. You have complaints of somebody walking around with a firearm. Bro took off the minute you confronted him. He got tased, rolled around, looked like he was going to grab something out of his shirt, and he's not complying.
I'm gonna shoot you!
Valid.
Roll on your stomach! Roll on my stomach, sir. Keep your hands out or I'm gonna shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
Put your hands behind your back. If you move, I'm gonna shoot you.
That is a badass looking gun, by the way. Pop's packing.
It turned out to be an illegally modified pistol with an extended magazine. Comment how many years you think he'll get.
Look at that. That's crazy. That's it. That's all you get. No more shorts. Did we get all these? Yeah, we got all these. Alright, we're gonna move this one ahead of that. We're gonna take this and move this forward. We're gonna take this. We're done with this. No, we're not. Move this back. We might actually be able to watch the Marines one today if we can get through this. Here we go. There's some more Epstein stuff.
Second Trump administration. And today, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, who used to be Trump's personal attorney, well, he met with Ghislaine Maxwell. You know who she is, the former associate of Jeffrey Epstein. Today, Blanche posted the following, quote, I met with Ghislaine Maxwell, and I will continue my interview of her tomorrow. The Department of Justice will...
Ghislaine Maxwell is the person, it's Epstein's girlfriend that got locked up. If you're not sure who that is, she was the only one out of that entire shenanigan that got locked up other than Epstein. So they're interviewing her now.
Additional information about what we learned at the appropriate time, end quote. The very unusual meeting is the administration's latest attempt to deal with the massive backlash it is facing over the Epstein investigation. Yep. My colleague Garrett Haake has all the details.
Like, whenever she says massive, this is ruining everything that Trump has made over the past 7 months. Everything.
Watch this.
Tonight, Attorney General Pam Bondi's top deputy...
Rightfully so. Because if there is any chance that any of these sick fucks get away with this, we need to dismantle it from the bottom up.
At a Florida courthouse with Ghislaine Maxwell, the convicted accomplice of notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche meeting privately with Maxwell and her attorneys. Earlier this week, Blanche posted if Maxwell, quote, has information about anyone who has committed crimes against victims, the FBI and the DOJ will hear what she has to say. This tonight from Maxwell's attorney.
She answered all the questions truthfully, honestly, and to the best of her ability.
The Trump administration seeking to cool the ongoing firestorm over its handling of the DOJ's files on Epstein. Today's meeting blasted by Democrats.
There is every reason to fear that Donald Trump could offer Ghislaine Maxwell a pardon in exchange for silence or even worse, phony exoneration.
It comes 24 hours after the Wall Street Journal report, citing senior administration officials, that the president was briefed in May by Bondi that his name appears in the unreleased files. The Journal reporting the files contained what officials felt was unverified hearsay about many people, including Trump, who had socialized with Epstein in the past, and that being mentioned in the records is not a sign of wrongdoing.
Yeah, but from what I understand is that he was mentioned in there quite a bit. I mean, 5 years of friendship with the pedo can kind of do that to you.
The White House calling the story fake news.
10 years or something.
NBC News has reviewed over 1,000 pages of documents tied to Epstein or related investigations and conducted interviews with dozens of victims and attorneys, and none has suggested Trump committed a crime.
And tonight, the Wall Street Journal has new reporting about that book of birthday cards Epstein received back in 2003. Last week, if you remember, they reported on Trump's card in that book, which Trump then said was fake. Well, tonight, the Journal reports that the book also includes a personal birthday message from former President Bill Clinton, and that both Clinton and Trump were listed in the Friends section of the book's table of contents. That is according to documents reviewed by the Wall Street Journal. NBC News has not independently reviewed any of those documents. A spokesperson for President...
Bro's getting cooked. Bro's getting cooked, and he just don't know it yet.
President Clinton declined to comment and referred to a previous statement that Clinton
there's no way, dude. There's no fucking way his name isn't damning in those files, even though those files don't exist. Remember that, though. The files don't exist. Remember that.
Cut off ties more than a decade before Epstein's 2019 arrest and didn't know about his alleged crimes. And tonight, the New York Times has new reporting on Trump's role in that birthday book. The Times reports Trump's name appears on a list of contributors to the book. The report also says Trump inscribed a copy of his 1997 book, Trump, The Art of the Comeback, to Epstein with the message, "To Jeff, you are the greatest." That is according to documents reviewed by the New York Times. NBC News has not reviewed or verified any of this material. The White House said in a statement that Trump had kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago for, quote, being a creep, and that this is nothing more than a continuation of the fake news stories.
Well, I mean, what better way to clear up your name than to release these files, right?
Concocted by the Democrats and the liberal media, end quote. With that, let's get smarter with the help of our leadoff panel. Peter Baker is here, Chief White House correspondent for the New York Times. Amna Nawaz, co-anchor of PBS News.
Nope, I'm out. The panel's where I draw the line. I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh, be back. Okay, I'm back. So apparently Trump's also very upset because of a skit that what's it called? South Park did. This ought to be interesting. Apparently he's fuming.
It's owned by Paramount is the cable channel Comedy Central. And one of the most valuable parts of that channel is the show South Park.
Okay.
In fact, just yesterday, Paramount locked in a $1.5 billion deal with the creators of South Park to be the show's exclusive streaming home. Last night, the first episode of South Park's 27th season aired. And the thing about South Park is that their episodes are produced in advance, but only like a week in advance. So this one incorporated a lot of current events. It gets worse. The plot of the episode, short version, is that Trump has sued the town and a settlement is reached. And part of that settlement is the town has to produce pro-Trump TV ads. And, well, viewer discretion is advised. The ad keeps going like that. The clothes keep coming off. So we've decided to tastefully pixelate from here on. The White House obviously was not pleased with the episode. They issued a statement saying the show Paramount just dished out $500 million for it, quote, hasn't been relevant for over 20 years, is hanging on by a thread with uninspired ideas and a desperate attempt for attention. Sam Cedars, the host of the Majority Report, and he joined.
Oh my god, dude, that's great. I fucking love to see it. Oh my god, dude. Oh, Jesus, man. It's too good. It's too powerful. Alright, what's this? I don't care about that. I want to make sure that we got all the Epstein stuff out of the way. Okay, yeah. I think that's all the Epstein goodies.
Censorship going on in gaming right now. I'm sure a lot of you saw Steam.
It's getting worse, boys. We have to talk about it because it's getting way worse. We have to. Per typical fashion, it's not stopping with the not safe for work games. It's obviously moving forward. So we must move forward. We must come up with a good plan of attack for this because it is against the gamer code of conduct.
A few days back announced that hundreds of games have been
GCC
pulled from their catalog
is not happy
because of the efforts of a group known as Collective Shout. Collective Shout is an organization that has been forcing payment.
The Council of Karens has arisen! We must put it down!
Processors to bully platforms into removing games they deem unfit for sale due to the themes around them. And for Steam's case, they targeted hundreds of adult games that featured, like, rape and incest. And a lot of people were pumping their fist like, yeah, that's good. How could you possibly be mad at that? Less degeneracy and disgusting shit on the platform. This is a big W across the board.
It never stops there. Ever. It never stops. You give them an inch, they take the whole goddamn mile. And then they keep going after that.
It's not censorship if it's things I don't like being taken down.
Exactly.
Obviously, like...
It's just like the same principle of whenever you try to justify yourself to harm somebody like that CEO killer. If you can justify mentally that you hurt that person, who's to say someone wouldn't hurt you for their own justification? You can't just do this. It's not okay.
Every weapon out there, this is only going to be used for good. Clearly, they're only going to use this power to take down very bad, gross things.
Bullshit!
Which is the most low IQ take you could ever have.
Yep.
Collective Shout, just yesterday, has now also gone after itch.io, and they have removed every...
No! Not itch, no!
...single not suitable for work game from their platform. Not just rape and incest games, all adult games. We have de-indexed all adult NSFW content from our browse and search pages. We understand this action is sudden and disruptive, and we are truly sorry for the...
Oh, we've got another Council of Karens. It's time to band together as the Internet Collective and cull the herd, as it were. The pecking order is in store!
Frustration and confusion caused by this change. Recently, we came under scrutiny from our payment processors regarding the nature of some content hosted on itch.io.
These people don't even buy these games, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're fucking virtue signaling, cross-bearing fucktards that want to find a fucking cause to get staked up to their cross on. We must get to these people, round them up, put them in padded rooms that are so fucking dark they can't. Never mind. I'm gonna stop.
Due to a game titled No Mercy, which was temporarily available on itch.io before being banned back in April, the organization Collective Shout launched a campaign against Steam and itch.io, directing concerns to our payment processors about the nature of certain content found on both platforms. So this is the playbook here. Collective Shout is a very powerful organization who somehow has a lot of leverage.
You know who's more powerful? The fucking internet.
Leverage on payment processors. I don't know if they're just over there giving them perpetual wet willies or they got some serious dirt on like the upper echelon elites in the food chain at the payment processors. Like they got proof they're in the Epstein files or some shit. If they have got these payment processors by the nutsack, and they are squeezing the piss from their balls. So now the payment processors are LARPing as the moral authority on what people are allowed to spend the money they earned on. So they're making these sweeping censorship changes.
It won't stop there either. Once they're done taking down not safe for work, they're going to start taking down stuff. Because now that they've made a problem, they have to keep making more problems, so that way they stay relevant. So what's going to happen is after they get through doing this, they're going to end up taking down other games that they just don't agree with. Next, it'll be toxic masculinity. What are they going to take down? Doom now?
Steam and itch.io. Steam, they made it very easy for the public to not make a big stink about it because they went after a very low-hanging fruit target that most people aren't going to be upset about. Oh no, you lost all your rape and, incest games. Boo-hoo, call the fucking wambulance. But what people don't realize is that is clearly just the first step here.
Yeah,
Collective Shout has
that's
now-
the thing. That's the problem, and that's what a lot of people want to hide behind whenever you push back on this. It's like, oh, well, they're taking all the bad stuff down. It's only a matter of time before they start taking, actual, good horror games and good developed games down off of these platforms. You cannot let people like this decide what goes where. It's just not okay.
Already taken that, which hasn't even been like a full week, and it's translated it to wiping all adult content from itch.io, a totally separate platform.
And next it'll be M for mature games.
Using the same methodology of having the payment processors threaten to leave them. Censorship is not something that is a good thing. This is not a positive thing.
No, it's not.
Yoko Taro also came forward saying, this is pretty bad stuff, that other countries can now limit everyone else's free speech. He's right. That's not great. You don't like to see that.
Because they're not even based in America. That's the kicker. Wherever these fucks are, they're not in America. They're they're censoring other countries from behind a keyboard in some other country, and they are censoring other countries.
And let's go ahead and extend
That's a scary prospect.
To its natural conclusion here. As Collective Shout becomes more and more successful at censoring games, other organizations will spring up and do the same for things Collective Shout maybe doesn't want to see censored. Who's to say, with this censorship, now that it's proven that it can be done by having the payment processors threaten to pull out of these services, if you can bully them through the payment processors, you win. That's checkmate. Who's to say an organization doesn't pop up that wants to take away all kinds of LGBTQ representation in games? And now that they have a proven formula to follow, they could easily spring up and be probably very successful. Another organization could come about where they believe that M-rated games just shouldn't exist. Games should be focused purely to appeal to a younger demographic. They shouldn't be deep, thought-provoking games. There should be no violence. There could easily be a very puritanical organization that
I said, it starts small and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until the gaming industry is yet again fucking ruined.
Forward making similar pushes for censorship. I don't know how delusional you have to be to think that somehow this is only ever going to be used against bad things. It's not. And it's already extending way beyond what it started with for Collective Shout. They started with a very easy win on a genre of games that most people aren't really going to miss. And they have already extended that to just broad adult content from another platform, itch.io. And as they
it's going to keep going. It'll keep getting worse too.
Successful, more organizations are going to follow that blueprint, follow those footsteps.
The worst thing they could do is try to target what's it called? I mean, I'm sure they're going to hit OnlyFans at some point, and then next it'll be who knows, some of the big, sites, the sites, if you know what I'm saying. And then from there, they'll most likely be targeting what is that like? It's that place where a lot of people send you to get crowdfunding. Site where you could get crowdfunded. I mean, I would say even GoFundMe or there's a few of them, dude. so places like GoFundMe, because a lot of artists that do the whole, like, those games, they typically are found for the development of the games through sites like GoFundMe and places where you can choose to send them money, and, you know, they get big enough to where these game developers pull them in to make content for these not safe for work games. So you know what's going to be on the chopping block next. It's probably going to be these crowdfunded sites. And a lot of these not safe for work games actually get their funding from the crowdfunding sites.
And be successful as well, censoring other things that maybe Collective Shout doesn't want to see censored. It's going to just be fucking pandemonium, because it is clear now that these platforms are willing to go belly up, roll over, and suck the fucking schmeat of the payment processing cartel that shackles them. These payment processing patriots, who all of a sudden care so deeply about morality, are able to get these platforms to censor themselves at the behest of the organizations that are strong-arming them. It's absurd, and it doesn't stop there. If you do any amount of research on Collective Shout, you'll see that it's not just like adult games. They also went after Detroit Become Human, and
I remember hearing that. They did go after Detroit Become Human.
Auto 5 for absolutely fucking outlandish.
And they're already trying to hit Grand Theft Auto 5. What do you think's going to happen when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out?
Reasons. Like, this is actual horse hockey. And another scary fact, the article I was reading on stream, which I'm going to show you clips from so you can see about their previous attempts to go after things like Detroit Become Human and GTA 5, that article that I was reading then got taken down 8 hours after stream.
Jesus.
Because Vice deemed it was a little too controversial, because the article wasn't super favorable to Collective Shout. So Collective Shout not only has pull in censoring games, but it looks like they can even take down some articles that are a little, you know, harsh on how they're going about their mission. Or
Are you
what they're
kidding
trying
me?
to do here. In other words, it seems virtually impossible for Steam to host.
Bro, we gotta find these people and stake them up on their crosses. I mean, obviously they're looking for a hill to die on. Let's give them the fucking hill. Shit. Like, where are these people at?
Any adult games depicting child abuse. Rather, Collective Shout may be targeting popular video games that depict children in scenarios where they face distress or harm, even if these depictions are intended to encourage concern and care in the player. From there, the organization may be describing these titles as featuring child abuse. In 2018, Collective Shout encouraged its supporters to sign a petition to ban Detroit Become Human for sale in Australia, claiming the game features child abuse and violence against women.
Yo, Austria. I'm gonna have to ask you to get your shit together, man. You need to find these people, and you need to get these people, man. We got a couple Karens that are trying to censor the internet because they haven't been put in a padded room yet. You need to find these people, you need to put them in their padded room where they belong, so that way they can get their medicine and stop being a bunch of fucking schizos.
The petition focused on an abusive father's violent behavior towards his housekeeper and daughter in the game. This dynamic, core to the character Kara's story arc, is intended to encourage empathy.
So does that mean that you're going to censor every movie and every game where the main protagonist has to protect and or save a child? That's an interesting and scary concept. So there's a lot of really good movies and games where you have to rescue a child who has been kidnapped. So I guess, hell, even a lot of side quests, you'd be surprised how many side quests at open world games have this. So we're just going to censor every fucking game? We're just going to ban the ability to buy every game? Well, I hate to break it to you, dumb fucks. If you decide to do this, the chance of these games getting pirated skyrockets. And I guarantee you the people that are making these games, they're going to get paid regardless. There are other ways to make payments.
For the abused woman and child. While it's unclear whether Collective Shout is actively targeting Detroit Become Human in 2025, the removal of such a game would be akin to artistic censorship of material discussing misogynistic abuse against female family members. Targeting the game, in other words, could be considered anti-feminist in intent.
Oh,
that doesn't really make any sense. In 2014, the organization called on Target to remove Grand Theft Auto 5 from store shelves, sharing a petition that claims the game encourages players to commit sexual violence and kill women.
Oh,
Collective
please.
Shout described GTA as if it were a misogynistic funhouse, stating the game lets players enact their fantasies of committing extreme...
You know how many games have women soldiers? Like, do you understand how broad that is? That is so fucking broad, dude.
Violence against women, including punching women to the point of unconsciousness, killing them with a bat, gun, or machete, running them down with a car, and setting them on fire as they continue...
Hey, you can't forget about Red Dead Redemption. Whenever you can take the woman right activist and tie her up and feed her to a gator.
Screaming. What world are we living in? What?
It's a game.
What? So that all this is only reserved and acceptable if it's...
Right? Yo, low key, like, so it's okay to do this to a man? The fuck? Like, where is this concept even coming from? Where are you getting this concept? It's so fucking retarded. It makes my head hurt. Oh, God. What is happening to the internet?
Men. Like, if you're killing men with a bat, gun, and machete, running them down with a car and setting them on fire as they scream. These arguments are so weak and flimsy, and I think just downright detrimental to what they claim their mission is. This would basically, like, these two things in conjunction would make it so, like, most games won't even put women in there. So let's take the first example about, like, how children in, like, distress and harm is something that they would target and try and take down. It's what
I can't with this, dude. Asmongold also talked about this. I don't want to sit here and make this fucking video 20 minutes long. The fact that this is even a problem we have to deal with in this day and age. The fact that there is a very small group of fucktard Karens off in the fucking distance, and I think it's Africa, and there's or it's either Africa or Australia. I'm not sure which one. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, boys. But like, find these people and get them in a padded room, please. They're disrupting the internet. Get out of here. There we go.
Hi guys, it's me again.
Asmongold did not go live yesterday. He had to take his dad to the doctor. Hopefully all is well. But he did, like myself, get irritated enough with this that I've got 2 videos of this. Much like the Epstein content, release the files! We've got to deal with this now. This is a new thing that we're gonna have to deal with collectively. Now that the gaming world is fixed from the woke bullshit, now we've got this shit. It's like the Karens don't know when to fuck off and mind their own fucking business. Per typical Karen culture.
And today we're going to talk about the parasite that is payment processors, primarily Visa and MasterCard, in between their very busy schedule of scamming random financially illiterate people into contracts with credit cards that have 30% interest.
Yes.
They've somehow also managed to fuck up the internet at the same time.
Yes.
So recently there's been a group called Collective Shout, which is...
Go into a padded room!
I know this might surprise you, a militant group of obnoxious Karens from, I believe, Australia, but let's be honest, it's going to be all over the world, that have gotten together to bully and attack Visa and MasterCard.
What they don't understand is the internet is filled with a bunch of people, and the internet is bigger. There are collectively more people. And I look forward to watching this unfold.
Into refusing service with Steam and pressuring Steam to remove certain games off of Steam because these games hurt their feelings. Oh no, it's an incest game. Oh no, it's a fucking not safe for work game. It's a porn game.
It starts there and it always devolves into more. They always take more. They never stop. It'll always be something. It's going to be the new people that try to control the market. That's always what it is.
Who gives a fuck? Who cares?
Exactly.
The thing is that, and this is the big issue that I have, I'm very agitated about this because I see where this is going.
Yep.
It begins with the incest games and it ends with whatever the fuck they want.
Exactly.
And so if anybody...
And it doesn't stop until you make it stop.
Remembers back in the 2000s, if anybody 3,000 years ago, whenever they were talking about how Grand Theft Auto is causing school shootings and these video games are causing this stuff, what's to stop these disgusting fucking annoying Karens from being able to bully these processors into effectively not allowing us to play the video game?
Well, like Charlie said in the prior video, hopefully it goes up and it's not after, but it's so bad that they want to take out any games that have women dying and burning and any games that have children in distress. So it's kind of crazy to think that it's okay for men to go through this, but not women or children. There's so many good games in movies that have children being snatched where the protagonist has to go and save them. But, you know, what do we know, right? We're fucking stupid. It's not like haven't had to deal with this for over 100 years. Like, this is just so stupid.
Not allowing us to consume the content that we want, and fundamentally, at a very, very basic level, limiting our freedom of expression through effectively looking at the chain, finding the weakest link in the chain, and taking as much advantage of it as possible. And I want to say another thing. Collective Shout and every other Karen Incorporated group, every other bullshit advocacy group that's trying to bully these payment processors, they are the symptom and they are not the disease. Because if you get rid of them, there's just going to be another one that replaces them.
It's not that it's incest games. It's that it starts with the bad games and it ends with all the games. They were trying to take down Grand Theft Auto 5 and Detroit Become Human because there were scenes in there where women were getting killed, and there were scenes in Detroit where kids were getting stressed out. So it doesn't stop until they want it to stop. And that's how it is. It's the road to hell is paved on good intentions, but their road to hell is paved on their own intentions. So it stops when they get rid of games that they don't want. That's what they want. It has nothing to do about being good. It has everything to do about censoring as much as they can because they can. That's what it's about. It's about control.
That does the exact same fucking thing. The disease is the payment processors and the fact that they can act effectively as a cartel. They have total autonomy to deny service to anybody for any reason if they think that it will affect their brand. Well, why don't we go ahead and think about this in any other utility or any other service?
It gets bad.
Imagine if you can't get electricity because, oh, well, you use that electricity to go on websites that people disagree with or they don't like. And I have no problem with them denying service to something that is illegal, by the way. I think that's totally okay. But whenever these people want to create their own moral legality and then use these payment processors as a pseudo-government to enforce it as a pretty much monopoly...
This is the same people that also censored Japan manga. These are the same people that have been pressuring Visa and MasterCard to censor the manga. And guess what? They succeeded. And I'm not talking about like the hentai and shit like that. I'm talking about like actual censorship. No longer will there be short skirts and big titty bitches in manga. No longer will you see like, you know, the fan service. We're not talking about hardcore like actual naughty stuff. We're talking about like some of the stuff that you barely would see anyway. It starts small and it always escalates to bigger. They knew that they were able to change the Japanese and Chinese markets on manga, and they took it and they ran with it.
Across the entire internet, that's not a free market, that's a fucking cartel.
Yes.
And I think they need to be regulated. I definitely do, and I think that's the only way that this actually solves itself. Now, obviously, it's great if we had...
It does blow my mind that Visa and MasterCard, knowing how many people use their services, are actually folding to these people. Like, how big is this?
Payment processors come into the space, and I know that a lot of people talk about crypto as a solution to this. I understand that. I personally think that you need to have more regulations.
That sounds like a political problem. That doesn't sound like a gaming problem.
Financial stuff, but that's a different conversation. The one thing that I think we can all agree on is that the current situation is bad.
It's bad.
And
like, you do realize that two of the biggest platforms within a matter of a week, not to mention the entire culture of Japan, have been censored. And like, it took them a while to get Japan, but it took them a matter of like 2 weeks. They have completely censored Steam, and they've completely censored itch.io. You understand how big this is? And they're still trying to go after Grand Theft Auto and Detroit Become Human. I'm not even a fan of Detroit Become Human. It's the fact that just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Anyway, so the issue that we have right now is that these payment processors are able to effectively limit our freedom of speech, limit our freedom of expression, tell us what we're allowed to see and what we're not allowed to see on the internet.
It's just like if you got monetized and you got a sponsor with Adidas or Vans or Nike. Let's go with Nike. Everyone knows who Nike is. You got a brand deal with Nike, and you go on and you say to somebody, go fuck yourself. And then Nike gets on, and they're like, you can't say that or else we're going to pull your sponsor. And then you think about it. Aren't these the same people that have, like, allegedly have child labor in China to make their shoes? You want me to accept your morals? And you want me to expect to say, like, to go with your morals on what I should and shouldn't do? You can take that sponsor back, brother. I don't need it. Hell no.
Denying service and refusing to do business with these different companies. Now, you might think that this is freedom of association, and to a certain degree you'd be right, but the problem is that it's not a free market. If it was a free market, you would have some companies that would be willing to do it and some companies that would not. But the issue is because Visa and MasterCard control such a large market share of
it's a monopoly.
Processing market.
Say it what it is, it's a fucking monopoly. Our laws against monopolies in the US have failed us. And a lot of that has to do with all of these people dismantling our laws for monopolies. All these rich people that want to get richer have single-handedly dismantled monopolies as a monopoly laws as a whole. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. You remember back whenever Elon Musk bought Twitter? How they were going to try to sue him? Or like how they were going to try to sue him, but we've got all these other corporations that are like Walmart that pop up in a small town, and then they collectively cannibalize every business around. They use it when they want to because they use it when they want to when it benefits them.
What that causes is it causes people to be forced effectively into using them as a service. And in the same way that you guys know this, if you live in an area that only has maybe one power service, or you live in an area that only has one internet service, oftentimes that service is either, there are two outcomes, guys.
It's really good or it's really bad. And let me tell you something, when it's bad, even the customer service is bad because they don't fucking care. And you know why they don't care? Because they know they're the only internet service provider in that area. What the fuck are you gonna do, bitch? I know because I've dealt with it. AT&T sucks. They suck. I would not want to get sponsored by AT&T if my life depended on it. I don't like AT&T. I don't like their customer service. I've had to deal with them 4 times in my life. And all 4 of those times, I had the service for approximately 1 week and said, fuck this.
Regulated or it's garbage, and sometimes it's both. But I can guarantee you one thing, it's certainly not good. And the fact is that I understand some people might be against regulation, but I've got to tell you, okay, if you're sitting on the internet using your smartphone complaining about regulation, you might as well just be a fish complaining about water. Everything is regulated. Your car is regulated, your phone is regulated, the battery in your phone is regulated, the data your phone receives is regulated. Everything in the world is regulated, but we're somehow supposed to think that, oh wow, these billion-dollar companies that, by the way, how the fuck does a credit card company make money? Oh, that's right, by scamming stupid people who don't understand math out of money, right?
Every time you use a credit card, no matter what kind of card it is, 33% interest as a standard across all boards. A lot of people don't know that. It won't even say that in your statement sometimes. It's 33% interest.
It off as a loss whenever they don't get the money back, and then being able to say that, oh, well, it's okay, we're not going to pay this off as a tax, because guess what, we didn't make any fucking money, because we're signing contracts with massive interest rates to people that are financially illiterate. And so anyway, these companies exist as a parasite, okay? They do. They are a parasite, they steal money from people.
All the time.
Awful.
All the fucking time.
And anyway, now we have a situation that they are affecting our freedom of speech on the internet. They are affecting our freedom of expression on the internet wholesale. And it's only going to get worse. Because once these disgusting, fat, annoying, fucking, just Karens go and they realize, oh, it works one time, what do you think they're gonna do?
They already did it, Asmon. They already did it. They did it with the Japanese culture. They fucking censored manga. Manga! It's been around since like the 3000 BC era. Okay, it's a fucking stretch, but alright, just bear with me. If they did it there, obviously they knew if they were able to censor a whole fucking state, not a state, a whole country, a whole culture, they knew immediately what they could do with that power. And they're doing it now with the internet.
To just say, oh, well, that's it. Well, I heard The View got canceled today, so after this, they're gonna be fucking bored. So they're gonna keep canceling and trying to bully these companies into doing even more things. And there's another not safe for work website. Oh, well, now there's another one. Oh, well, they shouldn't have to support porn. Yeah, they fucking should. The same as your internet provider should, the same as your electricity provider should, the same as your water provider should. Can you imagine if
and you know why that is? Because at the end of the day, when you work 40 to 120 hours and you just want to go home and jerk the fuck off, you shouldn't be regulated. You know why? Because we supposedly live in a free country. Now, as long as it's not illegal, it shouldn't be taken down. If it's not illegal, leave it up. It's not hurting nobody. It's not, if it's not illegal, why would it be up if it was illegal? You certainly shouldn't be able to buy it if it's illegal. But why? Like, it's not bad enough that you've got to work yourself to death 7, sometimes 6 days a week. 6 or 7 sometimes days a week, you know what I mean? And all you want to do is go home and relax and do whatever, play whatever game you want. I can't play Grand Theft Auto 5 now, or 6, or any of them, because they all have the same thing. And I can't play Detroit Become Human. You know why? Because a council of fucktards in the middle of a barren country, somewhere on the other side of the fucking world, decided that my morals aren't correct. You understand how fucking stupid that is?
Decide to turn off your fucking water or your electricity because you're going to a porn website that they don't like. It's
exactly.
Ridiculous. And so I think that we need to have a degree of accountability here. These companies enjoy a massive privilege in this market. They are effectively totally free to do whatever the fuck they want. And that is going to, unfortunately, negatively affect...
And you the only way to really stop this, it's not by attacking the fucktard council of Karens. It's by regulating these credit card and debit card companies and telling them they can't do this. You can't just deny someone payment. They should make it to where credit and debit cards are just like money, that no matter where you go, they can't deny it.
Everybody else. And to be honest with you guys, how many of you know somebody who has credit card debt? It probably already has negatively affected people. And so anyway, my video, what I'm talking about right now, is that I think we need to spread more awareness to this. More people need to know about this, because if it doesn't stop here, it's going to keep going into politics. It's going to keep going into different worldviews. It's going to go into religious stuff. It's going to go into every single aspect that you can possibly imagine, because these companies are gun shy and they're afraid of any degree of pushback. So the best thing that you can do, by the way, is if there's ever an instance where people are trying to push for a payment processor to not do something,
push them back.
Companies are afraid of pushback, and they're afraid of backlash. That's what they're fundamentally afraid of. So if you want to make it to where they don't do these things, and they don't make...
If there was ever a time you wanted to make a startup debit or credit card company, now's the time to do it. You would probably become a millionaire within a matter of weeks, as long as you got the right type of promotions going and people are using your stuff. I guarantee you, you would probably get a lot of people really quick using your card.
these changes, you have to be louder.
Make it to where the credit card doesn't give you 33% interest. And make it to where instead of it being 1% cash back, make it 2. Make it 2%. If the bigger credit card companies make it 3%, make it 4. If McDonald's is selling it for $1.55, sell that bitch for $1.54. Make it a competition again. Make it to where these companies have to fight for their space. That's why they're doing what they're doing. They don't have competition because it's a monopoly.
He's screeching.
That doesn't make it a free market. It makes it a fucking cartel.
Banshee, Harpy, Siren, Karens. That's what you have to do. You have to do that, and if you don't, they're going to be a lot louder than you are, and that's what's happened for the last 10 years.
Yep.
And luckily, now, especially in the past 3 years, the majority of the internet has basically said, hoes mad, too bad, and we've decided to ignore them. However, they have found, as I said, that one weak link, which is the payment processors. And again, they are awful, they're terrible, but they are a symptom and not the disease. We have to look at these payment processors, how much of a monopoly and everything that they control inside of any online transaction, inside of anything that you're doing in terms of money, and are they using that position in some...
No, they're not. They're not. I can tell you right now, they're not. We gotta keep moving. Boop. Alright, Vishojo. We got, they confessed to the crimes, bro. They spoke out. Here we go. Please put these people in jail where they belong. They belong to go to jail.
Shoujo has just confessed to a crime, specifically fraud related to the Immune Deficiency Foundation, Iron Mouse's charity that she has been championing for a very, very long time.
No way. Did they actually not? Did they use the money on something? Bro.
And we have a statement from the CEO, which just blatantly confesses to it and shows not just that fraud, but also wild mismanagement of company funds for a significant period of time. Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire. This is a legal mindset where we teach you to be your own judge. And this is a fast facts premiere giving you the short, quick summary version of what's going on today. Now, Vishojo is in massive hot water. And I told you guys days ago that this was going to lead to insolvency. This was going to lead down the road to bankruptcy. And we have today a confirmation.
Yes, they did actually file for bankruptcy. They absolutely did. But that's not going to stop people from suing the shit out of them. I mean, they may get away and not have any like actual debt, but they're gonna get their asses chewed out.
I was entirely right. They are going to go absolutely bank, right? It's done. They're in the red. They've got mass amounts of debt. They're not profitable. They weren't profitable even with everybody there.
That's exactly what they do.
To get back to profitability. They are done. And this has more severe consequences than just losing your Twitch emoji.
And what really sucks about this is that because they're a company, the shareholders and the CEO file bankruptcy not on themselves but on the company, because the company can file for its own bankruptcy. So this doesn't even impact the people that caused this to begin with. That's what should really turn your stomach about this. Because it's a company, they can file bankruptcy on the company itself. And here's the kicker. Some places in the US, like a lot of companies have like it's called a dead building, where they own the building. It's no one's in it, but whenever they put the building in a certain state, it allows them to take, because like if it's a multi-branch company, they can use the laws from different states to find loopholes if they get sued. So like, let's say, in Texas, if the government tries to sue a company for mismanagement of funds, and it's against the law, in Texas, the company could file for bankruptcy, and then they could say, because it's Texas and because of Texas state laws, well, it's the company's fault. It's not really our fault. It's that company particularly. It's the it's that branch that did it, even though it probably happened in Nebraska or something. And they can get away with it. So you'd be surprised at how easy it is to squeeze and weasel your way out of these.
Happened today on Twitch. The Gun Run Global emote is gone, but they have a lot bigger problems than losing cute emotes. So we're going to look at the statement by the Gun Run and why this statement is absolutely insane, why it's a confession, and also why it doesn't get anybody out of personal liability, why they're still going to be held liable regardless of this statement. This statement doesn't move the yard line, doesn't shift anything really that far because this statement is only a confession and does not remove any liability of him as CEO or even personal liability, which is very, very clear in this when you look at the factual situation. So let's read through the statement very, very carefully, and then I'm going to analyze it after we go through it. So here's a statement from VShojo. This is on their X account, so you can go over and read that yourself. And you know, this is obviously unedited, etc. So I'm going to read this. VShojo has failed, and I've
VShojo has failed, and I have mismanaged the company into the situation you're all witnessing. So today I am sharing the difficult news that VShojo is shutting down, and I take full responsibility for the decision that led us to this point. I've been doing everything I can to fundraise and right the ship this past few months, but despite my efforts, we are in a worse position, and those I care about are now paying the price. Over the past few years, we raised around $11 million to pursue a bold, talent-first approach in VTubing, prioritizing creators and communities over short-term profit to achieve long-term sustainability. Our funding went directly to our creators through generous splits, debate investments, infrastructure, concerts, events, and staffing, all designed to support them. We also wanted talent to own their IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for an agency. However, despite all of our efforts, the business failed to generate the revenue we needed to sustain that model, and eventually we ran out of money. Additionally, I acknowledged that some of the money spent by the company was raised in connection with talent activity, which I later learned was intended for a charitable initiative. At the time, we were working hard to raise additional investments capital to cover our costs, and I firmly believe, based on the information available to us, that we should be able to do so and cover all expenses. We were unsuccessful in our fundraising efforts. I made the decision to pursue funding, and I own its consequences. I am deeply sorry to all the talent, staff, friends, and community members who believed in our brand. You don't deserve this. Justin Gunrun.
Managed the company this loans. So fundraising, he is talking about loans. He's talking about trying to borrow to keep the company going. Let's be very clear about that.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
So, over the long term,
I read it out loud, so you fucktards in the comments, I'm fast forwarding it because I read it all out loud.
Used ability. You weren't giving them what they needed. What they needed was a paycheck.
They needed a paycheck, and they also needed the funds to go towards the charities that they raised the money for. The fact that you dipped in and grabbed their money and the charity money that they had raised is disgusting. And I'm fairly certain, I would assume that there was more than one VTuber raising money for charity. It wasn't just Iron Mouse, okay? Now, yes, she did raise a lot of money for charity, and that's awesome. But, like, there are so many other VTubers whose voices aren't as big as Iron Mouse's that were involved in this, and a lot of them were probably smaller. So I would imagine that this is really going to hurt them financially.
Run, not some weird station advertising. Okay, let's continue here. Our funding went directly to creators through generous splits, debut investments, infrastructure, concerts, events, and staff. So, I later learned was intended for sort of investigation. Even the most cursory investigation. You need to know where $500,000 goes. This is not...
I don't understand. Yeah, like, well, I mean, I do. They most likely spent that money on whatever they wanted it to be spent on. I just don't understand how they could do it. like morally how you could spend $500,000 that was supposed to go to a charity. It's disgusting.
$250. It's not $350. This is $500,000 that just poof went somewhere. And
like, I don't think you understand how hard it is. Well, I mean, the right kind of people could probably spend that money in a day, but like it's actually really hard to spend that much money.
As the CEO, you certainly have the responsibility to understand the major.
I mean, shit, they spent $11 million and they still went bankrupt.
Operations of your company. And yes, there's other officers that are on the line here. I know I can hear Tectone in the background skipping up. It's not just a gun run. Yes, okay, chill, Tectone, chill, bro. We all respect you, but you know you got to calm down. Of course, there's other people that manage the finances. There's other officers. Shit. There's the CFO that quit. There's a management officer that quit. There's other officers that have left. We talked about the officer that left 2 months ago, and he just posted. He tagged gun run. He was like, "Bro, what's going on?" No, bro. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Leaving 2 months ago doesn't get you off the hook. This thing has been going on for a while, at least in terms of the people not being paid.
Yeah, no.
And also in terms of the charity misallocation. This is something that was done in
I wonder what they thought was going to happen when they stopped paying people. Were they just expected to keep doing their job and not getting paid? Bro, people got bills to pay. You can't pay them in fucking stickers. Like, come on. That seems like a huge problem with a lot of these goddamn businesses. They want to bitch and complain about, how they have to pay their workers. Well, yeah, they're fucking workers, man. What you gonna do? Pay them in fucking stickers? You gonna pay them in stickers and fucking smiles? Like, come on, man. People don't want to work because they want to work. They have to work because they need to fucking pay bills. I can't stand this concept with these big business owners that are like, oh, well, if you're in it, you're not really in it for the money. Bitch, the only reason why I got a goddamn job is for the fucking money. What you mean? I got rent to pay. I got bills to pay. Some people got kids they gotta afford. The fuck you mean you ain't in it for that? Bro, you fucking the most delusional person on the planet.
So if you were there as an officer 2 months ago and you quit,
you think for 1 minute over 50% of the people that have jobs would be working if they knew that they didn't have to? Of course they fucking wouldn't. Most of the jobs that you get suck ass. They're terrible.
Not necessarily off the hook. When the investigation looks at this and they get into the emails, they get into the documents, they get into, okay, what happened here? There at some point is going to be revealed a number of people, not just the gun run, but definitely including the gun run, that were involved in taking those funds and putting them other places. There were discussions that were had, and even if they were had in person, someone's going to crack, someone's going to break. No one wants to go to federal prison. This is wire fraud. This is misallocation of funds. This is violation of fair.
Because they use the company funds for personal use. That is big no-no. Big no-no.
Other state and federal laws. This is no good, right? And assuming, once again, on the face that all the facts we have are true, which I have no reason to believe because they've confessed this now. They've said, no, we actually misallocated the funds. There's no further proof needed other than getting into who's liable. And if we can pierce the corporate veil, that means holding individual officers.
That's where it needs to happen. They need to hold the individual people that are responsible for this liable. Fuck the corporate veil. They need to find each one of these people and put them in jail. They need to find the CEO. They need to find the supervisors that knew this was happening. They need to find the shareholders. They need to find these people and put them in jail.
Employees responsible personally for these misdeeds. Yes, we need more investigation as to piercing the veil as to certain people and certain individuals, etc. And I do think there's a strong possibility that may happen. And I indeed hope that happens for some of these people trying to sink their head in the sand and say, oh, I later learned. No, bro. And let's show the proof here too. The gun run knew. He knew.
My favorite thing is that they tried to blame an American branch. Who gives a fuck what branch was struggling? Who cares? The thing is you still got to pay your creators.
The time. Here is literally the gun run saying, you did it, Mouse, October 1st, 2024. October 1st, 2024, saying you did it, Mouse. And really, the only thing that he needs to know is the feds will be looking at this post.
Oh,
right? So
damn!
that's what he needs to know. live tweeting during a Fast Facts. But yes, no, that's all we need to know, is that statement is there. We've got pictures of him with Mouse fundraising. So we see this guy out there fundraising. We know he knew at the time, afterwards, before. He knew at all points of this.
Yo, just imagine like they actually live stream the court trial and stuff, and you see Iron Mouse as her VTuber just standing there in court. That shit would be so... I'm sorry. I feel so bad for the people that fucking got, they didn't get their funds and stuff. But, like, that would be so funny. I'm sorry, that would be so funny.
He knew what was going on. He was not an ostrich with his head in the sand. He knew what was going on. Let's finish the statement here. Let's finish the statement. At the time, we were working hard to raise additional capital to cover our costs, and I firmly believed, based on information available, we would be able to do so and cover all expenses. What that means is they were trying to get a loan. They used the money they didn't have, right? They misallocated the charity money, right, to try to pay current expenses because they thought they could get another loan. They were already in debt. They were already $2 million in debt, and they couldn't do it. And it says right here, we were unsuccessful in our fundraising.
What a bunch of fucking jokes, man. Seriously, what a bunch of idiots. They getting what's coming to them.
I made the decision to pursue funding, and I own its consequences. I
bet you do.
So right there, that last one too, guys. That last one is very true. I made the decision to pursue funding. What that means is he made the decision to not pay the talent and to keep the ship going a little longer. So instead of paying the talent, even if that meant they would have...
They should have paid the talent and shut up shop is what they should have done. They could have left on such a better premise. But I think it's bullshit. I think it's all bullshit. It doesn't matter how you try to, like, make this seem good. It's just bad.
Of doing what was right and just, he decided to push it down the line. He knowingly did this, guys. He knowingly did this. This guy, and look, this is, I rarely go off, I try to stay legal and objective here, but morally, this is a horrible decision.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
I think this is something that's pretty non-controversial, right? If you see that you're failing, you're in debt, you're not doing well,
shut up shop.
You have to, at some points, be realistic, be adults. An adult has to come in the room and say, we need to cut this, and we need to do what's right. We need to pay people out. And look, I'm sure if...
How is it? See, this is what I don't understand. So you've got an operation completely made out of VTubers. I could understand if you're having to bring people water, or, you've got some, you're having to put makeup on people, and you're doing all this stuff, and you've got a big ass warehouse. This was mostly online. I mean, for example, like Iron Mouse couldn't even leave where she was living. So how did you spend all that money on what? Like, it's mostly online. Like, what are you doing with $500,000? Like, what do you mean?
They talked to the talent and said, hey, we're not doing well, right? We're not doing well.
It was completely VTuber style. Like, everything was online. How do you spend so much money? On what? Other than shit that you knew wasn't supposed to be spent on.
Pay the employees, right? And hey, maybe everybody across the board, including employees, we're all going to take, including the CEO, we're all going to take a haircut. Everybody at the business has to take a 25% haircut across the board because we're hurting, right? And we're all going to be in this.
Not even. They had their own YouTube channel. Vishojo has their own YouTube channel, own Instagram. They could do their own fundraising live streams. They could even tell the people at their own VTubers, they could have raised money. They could have been like, look, guys, we're hurting. Can you guys maybe do some live streams where you get money to help Vishojo? But no, instead we're going to do the most scummy thing possible and not pay people. You could have asked. You had so many fucking VTubers that would have done fundraisers for you. But you didn't. You had so many tools at your disposal.
Okay, whatever. You could have had that conversation. You could have done something. But they decided not to do that. They decided to benefit certain people at the expense of others. It's absolutely deplorable behavior and potentially criminal. Finishing up here, I am deeply sorry to all the talent, staff, friends.
Being transparent and honest with the community is the best thing you can do. When you're not being a scumbag piece of shit And I guarantee you that's the reason why they didn't do this, is because they spent the money on something stupid. And they knew their goose was cooked when they did it, too.
And community members who believe in our brand, you do not deserve this. No, and the Immune Deficiency Foundation didn't deserve this either, right? And certainly what this deserves and what this will get is criminal investigation into exactly how this went down.
When you own up to your mistakes, and it shows everyone who you really are. This piss stain, not legal mindset. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to circle your face. Your face is very beautiful, and don't sue me. I meant to say, for these people that obviously have bad, malicious intentions, from the get-go, people can see that. They can see right through it every time. And that's why they didn't do it.
Who made those decisions?
They could have raised so much money with all the VTubers they had for the company. They could have.
And
hell, some of those VTubers probably would have given more percentage of their money to them. Just to help. From what I've seen from these VTubers, man, they seem so nice and friendly.
How that funding exactly got misallocated. So that is going to be happening absolutely for sure. I'm going to be covering this as it gets more serious, as it gets investigated.
I look forward to seeing more. I do. All right, here we go, boys.
I've told you
You know we got to get that techie in before the end of the week.
times. These are not predictions. These are motherfucking spoilers. Vishojo is dead. They are closed. They are gone. They are dissolved. Which means the NDAs are about to be dissolved too.
That's right. So now we're going to hear what really happened once these NDAs drop. An NDA it's part of usually it's part of the contracts that you sign when you sign into these malicious fucking companies that take a percentage of your money. And what happens is you sign it and you can't talk bad things about the company, about everything that happened. But if there's no fucking company, sucks to suck.
Now, do not go to any members of Vishojo and ask them to talk about it. You're gonna wait for their lawyers to weigh in. And trust me, with how many girls asked me what they're allowed to talk about, I assure you they should be going to lawyers instead. I know a lot of things, but I don't know all that, and I'm encouraging them to be very careful. So
I believe it's a non-disclosure agreement. That's correct.
Not pressure any of them to talk about anything they don't want to do. Okay? It very much depends on the terms of the NDA. We are going to find out, but this could be absolutely huge.
Yes.
If you think it's crazy,
This could be massive. And it really doesn't matter about the NDA, especially if this company goes out of business, because they've already filed for bankruptcy. The thing is that they have no money. So even if these VTubers decide to talk out after this company goes out of business completely, there's nothing that can even come of it.
Now it's going to get even worse. We are now kicking a fucking dead horse, and I'm here for it. Vishojo Gunrun, the CEO of Vishojo, put out a message. We're going to read it all. We're going to see the reactions. My ass didn't get that. 80% of that went towards any of this shit. Yeah, fucking. Oh, yeah, dude, we did all this. Literally drew a PNG. Jesus, bro, get a fucking grip.
If you're wondering what it says, I gotta read this again. So I already read it the prior legal mindset video. I gotta read it again for this one because it's gonna be a separate video. So here we go. Vishojo has failed, and I've mismanaged the company into the situation you're all witnessing. So today I am sharing the difficult news that Vishojo is shutting down, and I take full responsibility from the decision that led us to this point. I've been doing everything I can to fundraise and right the ship these past few months, but despite my efforts, we are in a worse position, and those I care about are now paying the price. Over the past few years, we raised around $11 million to pursue a bold, talent-first approach in VTubing, prioritizing creators and community over short-term profit to achieve long-term sustainability. Our funding went directly to our creators throughout the generous splits, debate investments, infrastructure, debt investments. I'm fucking retarded. Infrastructure, concerts, events, and staffing, all designed to support them. We also wanted talent to own their IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for an agency. However, despite all of our efforts, the business failed to generate the revenue we needed to sustain that model, and eventually we ran out of money. Additionally, I acknowledge that some of the money spent by the company was raised in connection with talent activity, which I later learned was intended for a charitable initiative. It's like whenever I read, I have to it's like I have it's a run and then I slow and I'm just like, ugh, because I'm trying to breathe and it fucks me up. At the time we were working, if I didn't have to breathe, I wouldn't be doing it. We were working hard to raise additional investment capital to cover our costs, and I firmly believe, based on the information available to us, that we would be able to do so and cover all expenses. We were unsuccessful in our fundraising efforts. I made the decision to pursue funding, and I own its consequences. I am deeply sorry to all the talent, staff, friends, and community members who believed in our brand. You did not deserve this. Well, then why didn't you pay them, dude? Just fucking pay them.
Good God, you sound like all these entitled artists on Twitter. Oh man, I spent all day slaving away drawing these emotes. I'm gonna need $200.
Right?
Literally 5 seconds of effort. We also wanted the talent to write their own IP, or to own their IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for an agency. Yes, good job. You did one good thing that should be industry standard. $500,000 from charity. We could have stolen 2. Okay, wow, nice one, man. However, despite all our efforts, the business failed to generate the revenue we needed to sustain. Here we go. There's a post as well as legal mindset response. Great. What'd he say? TLDR, they failed to secure a loan on their unprofitable business and embezzled $500,000.
Again, there's still $500,000 that's just missing. Where did it go?
They're fucked, guys. They're fucked. They're fucked.
They're closing up shop, and now we're missing $500,000.
Legacy controversy. Seville had to call with a gun run. Someone she admired said she was told she was a disappointment and harmful to the brand.
What?
And that her harassment was an inconvenience to other talents. Oh my God. She was told not to speak with them and was suspended from streaming. Oh my God. When they left, they were discredited to staff and painted as greedy for asking for money. Neanders backed this up on stream. I told your ass they got NDA'd. Hey guys, these aren't predictions, they're spoilers.
No, like it's a guarantee. If you sign up for these companies like Machinima and them, they if you sign up for a YouTube talent company and stuff like that, typically they give you NDAs. It kind of nestles in the maliciousness, so that way whenever shit starts going bad and they start embezzling and taking money, because that's really what the goal is to these companies. It's not to make you big. They take people that are already growing, and then they're like, hey, we'll make you grow faster. But really, it's not them making you grow faster. You're already doing that. You're already there. You don't need them. They're just there to take your money.
These aren't predictions, they're spoilers. I told you all, when they had to leave, they were NDA'd and badmouthed from the staff to the girls, and that's why they ceased communication. These are not predictions, guys. These are fucking spoilers. Welcome to youtube.com/techno, and like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications. So many horrible things just to avoid the truth that they were stealing from us. Vishojo announced Silverveil's and Vebe's departures together to make it seem as a joint decision and blocked Neanders from leaving at the same time. They held her hostage.
Yep. They held a lot of people hostage, I would assume. They didn't really want to fuck with the bigger talent because they knew that this would happen, but it happened anyway because you stopped paying your bigger talent, like Iron Mouse. Like, she was going to leave anyway when her contract was up, but this just exacerbated it like times 20.
Silver later found out she was slandered to artists, companies, and business partners she had worked through via Vishojo. Her first Vishojo contract had no exit clause.
That's crazy. She couldn't even get out of the clause. She couldn't even get out of the contract she signed. That's fucked.
First few months of Mythic than my entire time at Vishojo.
That's crazy.
And guess who got her in that? Twitch chat, I would like you all to take a moment to acknowledge me.
I would just like you all to take one moment.
All hail Tectone, the almighty bald.
Acknowledgement.
Bald Jesus has yet again won.
VTuber Jesus. They do. They do. They call me VTuber Jesus. It is what it is. Yep. It is what it is. The
That's
threat
funny.
of them suing me was very real, and it haunted me for a very long time. Even before it was announced that I was leaving, I had just mentioned my Discord, just like casually, that I was stressed and needed to cancel the stream, because they contacted my lawyer because of that and threatened to sue me if I hinted that I was leaving or unhappy at all.
Jesus.
Just because I said I was stressed. So imagine if I said anything else. They were watching us like a hawk. I think they were watching all of us. On IP rights, of course we keep our IPs. We started with them. I am still timestamping and summarizing our stream.
See, that's what I'm saying, especially with this one where you keep your IPs. Like, that they had, like, these VTubers really didn't need to join this company. This was doomed to fail from the start.
I'll post my notes later. I want to make sure that you all know everything that I have said over the past year and a half has been proven demonstrably correct. And I want you to see how many people on Twitter are telling me that I'm making up lies. Guys, the internet makes it so hard for me to tell the truth. Once again, the chip on my shoulder is the size of a goddamn boulder. These things that I say, they are not predictions, they are spoilers. These things that I say.
Yeah. Hype yourself up more.
Was put into a call with gun.
Life's so fucking hard just because I'm bald. Jesus, bro. Listen the fuck up. Holy shit. Let's get into this.
I was put into a call with gun. The CEO of the company, like someone that I admired and I looked up to and I wanted to please, someone that I thought was the coolest person ever. And he told me that I was a damage to the brand.
Jesus.
That I was a disappointment.
Christ, man.
Because this is what VTuber corporations do. Everybody knows that there is nothing wrong with playing Hogwarts Legacy. Jesus Christ. Oh, you played a Harry Potter game on stream. Oh, dude. You're a burden on the brand. Suck my dick. Oh, bro, you watch Rurouni Kenshin. You're a damage to the brand. Gun Run, go fuck yourself.
I was told that.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to. The legal system's about to fuck him pretty hard. Especially with him making those Twitter posts. Because if they have chairman, that's exactly what a chairman would want. Because that means he's taking full responsibility for what happened. So he's about to get fucked legally like you've never seen.
Legit, Gun Run is such a piece of shit.
It was an inconvenience to the other talents and not to.
It was an entire organization taking advantage of these women who had no idea what the fuck they were doing because they were new to the industry.
And that's another thing. These companies thrive off of new upcoming talent that already made it, and they take their what is essentially their money and promise them that they're gonna grow and be bigger, and they won't have to worry about anything, but that that they know the internet, but they know the internet that to a point where I'm sorry, I keep stopping. They are a parasite. They know that these people, and this is the reason why whenever you sign up for these fucking sites, they only want people that have already made it. They don't want these people that just started YouTube yesterday. They want these people that have already gotten monetized and are growing already. Because they know that all they have to do is wait for them to keep growing and then start cashing in on them. That's all they got to do. Literally, that's all they have to do. They're not offering anything new. They're not offering anything that's fucking revolutionary on being discovered on the channel, on the platform. They are just parasites. Instead of going off and making their own content blow up, they take all these people that don't know anything about the internet, don't know anything about YouTube, and they take them already growing, and they know that they're growing because they can see all the information that's laid out in front of them, and they take these poor people and they tramps them into this crap saying that everything's going to be hunky-fucking dory with all these NDAs and all these fucking promises of more growth that you're already getting because you're already there. And they trap them in contracts, and then whenever the company starts going under, I've seen this so many times. and the company starts going under, people stop getting paid, and all hell breaks loose. It happens every fucking time with these companies. I don't know what the hell they thought was going to happen, but I have yet to see a company end in a good stance with its people. It happened to Machinima. It's happening to Bishojo. It's happened to other companies that I've seen. It's always the same thing. And they like new people because they don't know anything about how it works. I don't know anything about how YouTube works, but I know a scumbag when I see one. Because they're always trying to tell you everything's going to be okay. They always fucking do that. That's what they do.
Shit is pathetic.
Talk to them. Optics were more important than their own talent's well-being.
Jesus.
And I was suspended from streaming.
Hey, Vishojo, go woke, go broke. Yep. Go woke, go broke. Yeah. Have fun appealing to the woke mob who say, well, you may be playing a video game, but do you know what that video game represents? What that video game
Bro's going Trump on us.
My ideology, and I'm gonna need you to stop playing this because it goes against my politics. Did you hear what?
I gotta move on, bro. Bro's gonna get me canceled. All right. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish these up today, man. We're already running short on time. Let me use the bathroom. I'll be back, and we gotta try and finish these videos up. I don't know if we're gonna be able to though. All right. You know, we gotta finish up Fat Cinema. Sorry, 10:25. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right. So I've already made like fucking what feels like 5 or 10 videos of this shit. But that's why I hate doing long videos, man. I hate doing long videos.
Height of toilet seats would be absolutely disastrous for people who have real disabilities. As a wheelchair...
Yeah, if you raise the height of a toilet seat, it makes it to where people who have actual disabilities, they can't get to it. Or if you're a short person and you need to take one, dude, like, it's gonna be a bitch. But why would you want to make it bigger as well? Like, you make a toilet bigger, then that's just gonna make it easier for smaller people to accidentally, you know, fall in. I don't know. Again... Trying to pad the world for their own mistakes.
Raising toilet seats is one of the most inaccessible things they could do.
Well, no, you don't understand because you're just in a wheelchair. You have to understand that, you know, you're not fat, okay? And obviously, and by the way, have you ever noticed...
you can't forget about this one. It's also a choice. It's not their fault they're fat. It's everyone else's excuses plus their excuses, okay? God.
That 99% of all fat activism is from fat women.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Most of all the idea of fat phobia, fat activism, fat acceptance, this is all just a massive psyop to make men feel guilty for not being attracted to them.
Yep.
That's
absolutely. Absolutely. They're mad that they can't get the guy that works out 5 times a week or 3 times a week, that has a good eating regimen, that takes care of his body. They're mad that they can't get that guy. That's the guy they want. They don't want another chunky dude. They want the guy that's a 10. But I hate to break it to you, but when you treat your body like a fucking dumpster fire, you're going to get a 1 if you're lucky. And if you have that mentality, best of luck to you.
the reason. I'm going to say it. And I know it's sexist, and that's because it is. But it's true. It's true, and everybody knows it.
Mm-hmm.
Though that Jalen has now gotten herself so large that she does need a wheelchair too, and even uses a mobility scooter, which of course was gifted to her by a brand.
Oh,
Now,
bro, like, Jesus.
Man, they need to strap a sign right here that says, "Why load incoming needs bigger hallways."
Holy fuck, man.
Why, man? Look, she's going to the fucking, look, she's going to the store. It looks like there's a store back there.
by a brand.
Or,
Now, it's safe to say public perception towards JB
a McDonald's or something
for quite some
I
time.
bet.
As her victim mentality, defensive crazy.
That's what's crazy is a lot of these people have this victim mentality. The sooner you stop drawing that fucking victim card, the sooner you can actually live. She's 22 and she's so goddamn fat she needs oxygen, dude. Like, that is crazy.
Unrealistic demands became more and more unhinged. However, what came next was about to make her previous antics look tame. In May of 2024, Jalen took a break from her usual bragging of her paid-for holidays and took a more serious tone, as she uploaded a video of some apparently disgusting discrimination she had faced.
Is that a first class? That looks first class. Maybe I'm wrong.
I approached her, and she realized she'd be assisting me and not one of the smaller passengers. She started to walk away with the wheelchair while making comments about my size.
That's probably because she can't fucking push you. She doesn't want to hurt herself trying to push you. Fuck that.
The thing is that, like, my dad had this happen at the airport. The wheelchair help at the airport is absolutely fucking S tier. It is insanely high quality, and it's meant for people that have actual real disabilities, not fat people who can't stop eating food that need the world to accommodate for them.
Based. 1000% based.
There is a limited amount of those wheelchairs and those people that are there to help elderly and disabled people get around and be able to live their lives.
And the last thing you want to happen is to have this poor person that's supposed to be helping the elderly and the disabled hurt herself pushing wide load here. You know what I'm saying?
The fact that you have these people hogging up all the wheelchairs, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's
I have had to deal with this at Walmart once whenever I worked there. Some big-ass person was trying to hog up the wheelchair for somebody that literally could not walk, right? Could not fucking walk. Like, and it was an older lady. And I was like, here, let me, because we have the indoor and the outdoor benches, and she was sitting on the outdoor bench, and I was like, because at the time I was pushing carts. I wasn't paid to push the carts. I wasn't hired for that, but sometimes they take the cashiers and they make them push carts. And I was like, all right, hold on, let's move you. And I was like, let me help you get from out here in the sun into the inside and into the interior bench, right? So I do that. I see a scooter that I thought somebody was returning. By this massive individual. So fucking fat. And I move her, and we stop midway, and she's like, and I was like, okay, since you're returning this, and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, are you not returning this? And she's like, no, I'm taking this. And I'm like, I asked her, I was like, do you think maybe she can take it? Because, like, this person, I actually said, there was a guy, he was walking around just fine. He looked just fine, right? He was just really big. And I was like, you think maybe she can take it? Because, like, we just moved from outside to inside, and this lady, I thought she was gonna die, dude. I thought she was breathing so hard. I was like, you think maybe she can take this? Because she's breathing kind of, she's like, no. He's like, no. And I'm like, okay. Well, and she was like, it's fine. I'll just go sit on the bench on the inside, and I was like, okay, I'll get you a scooter. Needless to say, I ended up getting her a scooter. But it's funny because the scooter the guy took died. up the way, and I was like, oh, Karma's a bitch. I just kind of looked at it, and he looked at me, and I was like, I walked out and kept pushing carts.
Selfish, and it's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying, man. They be screaming while they dying too, them carts. Bro, they scream, and you got a big person on there, they're like, and it's like, I'm sorry, it's not our fault.
SeaTac Airport. Basically, JB requested to be pushed in.
Damn! Bro!
My ordeal at SeaTac will shock you. The experience I'm about to share with you is yet another example of why employee sensitivity training, a demand outlined in the plus-size travel petition, is desperately needed. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I can see what she means.
Bro, if she gets any bigger, she's going to have to stand sideways to get through there.
A wheelchair, but after seeing the sheer size of Jalen, apparently the employee refused and walked away.
There needs to be like a weight limit for these people on planes, dude. Like, seriously.
And in February of 2025, Jalen talked about
And the funny thing about that is that maybe the employee has another physical defect where she's not able to push a person of that size.
Yeah, that's true. What if that person's already gotten hurt? Like,
and this is what I find to be very funny about this is that it's this entire idea of like acceptance, but the acceptance is completely one-dimensional. Maybe this
it's always one-dimensional. I guarantee you, the double standard for somebody like this is so bad. You could be a fit, tall person making a good amount of money, and if you walked up to this person, they would accept you in a heartbeat. But the minute you say you work at Walmart and you're kind of chunky yourself and you're not that good looking, immediately gone. Guaranteed. The double standard is real.
Has some sort of injury, and it would be too much for her to push around a 500-pound woman versus pushing around a 100 to 200-pound person who is disabled, right? Or even 300 pounds. Like, that's like adding an extra.
And what's crazy is that these are the same kind of people that if the fit guy that makes a whole lot of money doesn't want to do anything with this person and they're trying to hit on him, these kind of people are the ones that'll freak out and be like, "You're sexist and you're big and you're like you don't like big people. You're like fatophobic or whatever the fuck it's called." And that's the kind of person this is right here. Trying to I've had people do that to me, and they're like, "It's because I'm big, huh?" And I'm like, I have struggles with my weight, so I don't want to get with somebody that's obviously having struggles with theirs. I want to be fit and healthy. I want to live to see 80 or 90 or 100 even. I don't want to fucking die because of a heart attack or a stroke. Fuck that. I want to actually live, goddammit. I don't want to die because of my weight.
Person, maybe a person and a half, if you're adding in 200 pounds on top of somebody who's 300 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, being 500 pounds is fucking massive. It's gigantic.
Huge.
That's 1/4 of a ton. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I can't lift a fridge.
You could really fuck yourself up lifting that. Like, you can, if you don't lift somebody up correctly and they weigh that much, you could kill yourself, literally.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and that's the issue that I think these people have, and this is the reason why everybody hates them, including themselves. That's why they're literally killing themselves, is that this entire idea of body acceptance and needing to be this is the kind of person that's going to be making comments about a girl like that girl in Stellar Blade, where's her organs. These are there's not.
I agree. They shouldn't let anybody on the plane that doesn't hit a certain height weight ratio, and I'm talking an exacerbated height weight ratio. If you're 5'6" and you weigh 700 pounds, you probably shouldn't be riding a fucking airplane.
We care about accessibility. You care about people allowing you to be indulgent in what you think that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Lifting over 50 pounds is workplace hazards. Yeah, hazard, exactly.
Lifting over 50 pounds.
Again, with a plan for action.
Familiar with my experience at SeaTac where they refused to push me in a wheelchair. You saw that video, and they refused to push me because I was too fat. And they had absolutely
I mean, I probably would have too. I mean, shit. You need a team of people. Like, I feel like if you're that big that you can't fit in a fucking wheelchair, that you gotta ride the wheelchair thong, you know, that's where, like, you got a wheelchair per ass cheek, you got a problem. And I don't really blame them for saying, fuck that, because I wouldn't want to get hurt. That's a big woman right there, man. I would be like, nah, I need some help. Fuck that. I have been trained by too many jobs and fire departments to sit here and be like, yeah, I got this. Fuck, no, I don't. Help! Help! Help!
consideration for my physical health, my well-being, my...
Oh, you ain't a man! A bitch run into a burning building. Fuck out of here.
None of the above. Well, I thought maybe I was the only person that happened to experience that, and it was just something that was really uncommon.
And then let me guess, there's a lot of fat people who have had this same problem and have caused this same issue at airports?
And then I talked to someone incredible in our community.
Oh, I bet.
And they're a much smaller fat person than I am, and they experienced the same...
A much smaller fat person than I...
Oh, God.
Damn thing.
Jalen talked about how they had no consideration for
You know, I was really trying to dodge a fucking headache today, but I could feel one coming on, dude. I already feel it. I feel the blood vessels.
size. But commenters on the TikTok were quick to point...
Well, the entire thing is about a consideration on your size.
What's crazy is that this person that's huge like this, who thinks they don't see the problem with it, they know full well they're just trying to put up a fucking face, like most of them do, until they get famous, and then they lose all their weight, and they live and see the, you know, see past most of their fans that weigh the same, that just like watching other people indulge in this. This kind of person wouldn't go out of their way to hurt themselves to help somebody of the same nature, but she would fully expect somebody to hurt themselves to lift her and move her around, right? That's usually how this goes.
Out the hypocrisy, as Jalen had no consideration for the employee's well-being, even stating
exactly. They can't legally push. Yeah, see, this is it. A physical health or well-being. It's not physically possible. Most
Well, my favorite thing is it's not that they can't legally push, it's that they're not going to be required to legally push a 400-pound woman. That's the kicker right there, is that a job could threaten to fire you because you didn't do it, but all you got to do is say, I would have gotten hurt, and then sue the shit out of the job. So, like...
to push a large amount of weight.
That's
and also,
a lot of
it's
weight.
It's a woman. Right? I mean, this isn't some big, strong dude or
It's a
like
woman,
some
yeah.
guy that's in shape. It's just this. Probably it could be like a 110-pound girl. Like, is she going to be able to push a 400-pound woman around? Sorry, 500-pound woman around, and that's
Absolutely
also
not.
not even including her bags too.
Yeah.
that they legally may not have been allowed to push over 400 pounds, but Jalen did not relent and continued on her rant.
Ever had a bad experience with CTAC, we would love for you to come out and be part of the protest.
Oh my God.
Oh, she actually had a fucking protest. Well, I bet this went well.
Please, if this video doesn't end in a protest of a bunch of fat people sitting outside an airport, I'm going to be so upset. Please, please, please.
We're going to have to protest this video.
Let's show them that they cannot treat people like this. They cannot treat anyone like this, and they cannot treat fat people like this. This is unacceptable.
Is she playing Not Like Us?
And it's discriminatory.
I would rather die to be this big. Bro, like, she's got to be in pain constantly. I bet her joints hurt. I bet her, like, fat hurts, like her stomach. I bet that shit hurts all the time. Like, I don't know how you could let yourself go like this. Like, I would be in, like, I was, like, almost 250, and I was in pain constantly. And I was like, fuck this. Like,
and will not be tolerated any longer. So if you
and I was like a fit 250. I could still run. I could still lift weights like I did every day. I would box the punching bag that I had. Like, I was fit, but I was overweight.
This protest, DM me tonight, DM me tomorrow, but let's go ahead and make it happen. We will be at SeaTac Airport Tuesday, February 4th.
Oh, God.
If you want to protest at SeaTac in solidarity with me, come on by. If you see me at SeaTac, please come up and say hello.
So Jalen had spoken spoke to countless people who had had the
Christ.
same experience of discrimination. who were
There's
also
no way. There's no way. I bet it's just gonna be her.
outraged for the situation they'd been put in.
No,
She's
SeaTac, not SeaWorld.
I thought she meant CPAP, like the breathing machine. Okay. I thought maybe it had broken and she needed a new one. But she must be 23 now, so it lasted what? I'm sorry, I'm gonna
An
stop.
airport.
I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop. Let me stop. I'm gonna go to hell. I'm already in hell.
planned a huge protest in retaliation.
I
with
deserve dignity at every weight. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You're fat. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Just imagine the smell. She must smell bad, dude. There's no way. There's no way, dude. Like,
it's just the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, you're just like 2 or 3 humans. Let's be honest here.
I'm smoking. Smoking's disgusting.
Smoking is fucking it's absolutely atrocious. I can't stand people that smoke. You fucking killing yourself, so I know you don't give a shit about me, about you. So I would expect you to not give a shit about me and my lungs. So I fucking can't stand smoke. I cannot stand people that smoke.
Being an alcoholic's disgusting.
It is.
The world needs to stop accommodating selfish, disgusting people.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Don't give any ground to these people. My body is not your business. Yes, it is. Obese people are human beings too. They're multiple human beings in some cases. Obese women matter.
That's crazy. Yeah, ever since they passed that big, beautiful bill, a lot of people have been getting their shit taken away. And I kind of think that it's past due. Like, just because you don't have a job doesn't give you the right to pull out, like, government funding. I don't have any government funding. I go live every day, and so far we've been making it. So, I haven't made any money yet, but we're getting there. The taxpayer's responsibility to take care of herself. Fuck no. I think that they should be taking more and more of these people's monies away for sure.
All the people in the plus size community to come down and make their voices heard. Jalen uploaded this call to action and gained 140,000 views with support from the comments and her community.
Yeah, but nobody's going to show up. 140,000 views isn't that much. Like, I know it seems like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, yes, you'll probably get people coming in, people watching your stuff. But the likelihood of those people being in the same city or town that you're in is almost non-existent. Because there's millions of people in the world. And a lot of those people are probably in different countries.
February 4th rolled in, and so did Jalen at SeaTac Airport.
Rolled in, huh?
And she kickstarted her protest.
Is she even standing? She's in a wheelchair.
Protest. However, she was the only attendee holding
up got him!
A lonely sign all alone in a pretty deserted airport. People
How long? She's probably there for like 30 minutes.
Weren't exactly supportive either. Why should someone risk physical...
No. The first comment was way better. Wheelchairs are for disabled people, not able-bodied people eating themselves into the grave.
Damn!
No, that's
that one is way better.
Okay?
Why should someone risk physical injury to push you?
Exactly.
So you're really expecting the average person to be able to push your entire body weight when you can't even walk or get yourself around due to your body weight?
That's a good one, isn't it?
Things were heating up. The entire internet was having a bit of a pile-on, and her videos were more popular than ever. But, like we've seen, it wasn't exactly positive attention.
Yeah.
Now, I don't agree with flat-out bullying, but I think it's important to point out the flaws in Jalen's argument.
I don't
agree. Bro, she threw some cheese up in the air at a fucking gun range, and people shot holes in it. Fucking bitch is Swiss cheese now, like, come on.
Bullying, but I do agree with being firm, decisive, and definitive that being fat like that is extremely unhealthy. It's bad for you. Nobody should be like that. It's probably your fault. And it's not something that should be accommodated by the public. Nobody should think that it's okay to be.
That's right.
Obviously, if you want to be 600 pounds, that's fine. But the world doesn't need to conform around
Preach
your
it.
behavior. You
That's
want
right.
to eat and be 600 pounds, go ahead. But don't expect anybody else to, rationalize this or tell you that you're doing a good job. That's the issue. Fat shaming should be allowed? Well, it is. Fat shaming is like...
Fat shaming is a freedom of speech, just like flipping off the police.
There's a lot of elements of fat shame. Like, fat people feel enough shame on their own. Trust me, they hate themselves. That's why their entire life is built...
Like I said, instead of using taxpayer dollars to pay for these people, they need to have a program that's set up by the government that helps with your nutrition and also helps with weight loss. Like, they could even make like a weight loss gym that's funded by the taxpayers. They can make it like how prisons are. The more people that sign up for the gym, the more money goes to them. And they have to be over a certain weight and height threshold. Like, they have to be obese. And then they get money based on, that. And you have trainers there that are specifically designed to help them get a nutrition plan and get them exercise, and they can do it all for free. It could all be for free. You just apply for it like actual food stamps or stuff like that. But instead of actually enabling these people, we encourage them and help them by not giving them money and making them go to the gym so they can get a fucking job. Boom.
Around their size.
That one's free, government. But I would like some kickback if you get some money from it. Thank you.
They absolutely hate themselves.
Yeah, they do.
Like that's really it. Yeah, there's nobody that hates fat people more than fat people.
And you know why that is? It's because they know they're killing themselves. They know it. They know they're hurting themselves by being as big as they are. No person who has ever made it successfully has stayed big like that. And if they do, they're not around for very long. And like, think about the sisters, the 1,000-pound sisters. Constantly tried to lose weight. Ended up in the hospital so many fucking times. Like, how many of those episodes were them being in the hospital because of their weight? Like, fucked up in the hospital.
So, bullying and honesty is not bullying. Well, bullying is not, like, I don't agree with just, like, making fun of somebody and, like, haha, you're so stupid and fat and everything. Like, that's not really what I'm trying to do. Like, I'll make a joke like that every once in a while, but in a general sense, it's not really something that I agree with. It's just, it's mean-spirited. But fundamentally, these people are selfish, gluttonous, and also totally self-serving.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about anybody else except for themselves. They don't care about how they inconvenience other people. They don't care about their impact on society.
You agree with bullying?
I
don't know about that, man. Food. I just noticed I got someone over in Twitch. Yeah, there are videos where the woman comments over all the fat activists and then shows that they died under 4. Yeah, dude, they all, like, I know from experience. My grandmother was fat. I have aunts that were fat like that. I have, my mom was chunky, not like super fat, but she was getting there before she had her weight loss surgery. Like, this stuff doesn't just affect you, it affects your family members, dude. They see this and they know. It's almost like a trigger mentally that you don't even realize you have until you see it and you have to interact with it, that you're just like, I would never be with somebody who's like this. Or like, I don't know, it's literally like watching someone hurt themselves. That's the best way I could describe it. And I'm never going to be okay with this. Ever. My grandmother lost toes because of her diabetes from being overweight. I'm never going to... I've been an EMT before. I was a firefighter. And I've had to carry people that were this big down the stairs because their diabetes were acting up. Do I do it because I care? Yeah. But are they going to do it and fix themselves because they care? No. So why should I? Why should I care?
And then doing
that 90-Day Fiance, and that stuff is so staged, dude. Man, all them reality shows are so staged. Even the like 1,000 pounds, all that stuff is so staged. I don't know how people watch that slop.
And that's fine. You want to do that, that's okay. But the moment that you enlist...
Yeah, I don't agree. I'm going to say that right now. I don't advocate for violence unless it's towards certain people. Fuck pedos. They can burn in hell for all I care. And I don't agree with bullying. I don't agree with bullying. I'm going to make fun. I'm going to poke fun. I'm going to call it what it is. If you're going to say I'm plus size, fuck that. You're fat. You're fat. You're morbidly obese. You are killing yourself. Obesity. Okay? That's what it is. Look up the definition of a morbid. It's not good. It's a medical reason it's a medical term for a fucking reason. But I won't advocate for bullying. I'm not about to go out and start physically assaulting people because of their weight. Or I'm not gonna be like, fuck you, you're fat. No, but I'm gonna make fun of you if you think the world should shape itself around your fat ass. You damn straight I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you out in a heartbeat.
And the help of another person.
It becomes a problem. It becomes a problem when you try to shape the world around the indentions of your ass. Okay? That's when it becomes a problem. It's I'm fat, I need to lose weight. I'm fat, you need to accommodate me? Go fuck yourself. No.
Now you need to come up with a justification.
Yep. There it is. There it is.
We accommodate them, otherwise it's murder? I guess so.
They murder themselves, so who cares? What does it matter? They already killing it suicide. Literally.
And question why we should accommodate obesity more than the disabilities, and why should obese people have priority over average sized passengers, like we saw with the Southwest Airlines story.
They should have lower priority.
I agree. I feel like if you're overweight and there's older people that actually need help, or people that don't have legs that are actually they can't fucking walk, those people need to take priority, period. You are the way you are because you can't stop stuffing your fucking face. Stop eating.
Pressure of the internet was taking a toll on Jalen's mental health. There's no matter
how...
how
it would. That's what happens whenever you try to shape the world around you.
Strong and confident someone can say
Why
they are.
did you get the nose ring? You didn't have to do that. Nobody wanted you to do that. Why would you?
She did it because she's just trying to fit in with the rest of the cattle. I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. God, I'll miss you, but I'm going to hell, brother. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to hell.
Why would you get that nose ring?
Everyone has a limit. Put that alongside her failing physical...
Oh, wow. What a surprise. You want to know why you don't see any really old fat people?
Because they're fucking dead.
It's because they're dead.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Think about all the famous fat people that are really old.
Mm-hmm.
There's one. His name's Santa Claus, and he's not real.
health due to her size, the cracks would inevitably begin to show. Now, if you are someone who wants to make a change to your physical health, I'd highly recommend signing up to the Fat Loss Kitchen, where every Friday I'll send you high protein, low calorie meal ideas, all for completely free. Each recipe is specifically made for busy people
send that to Jalen.
We're trying to lose weight in a healthy way and are sick of eating the same boring meals, and judging by the reviews we've had so far, it's safe to say...
Bro, if I ever got money to where I could hire a nutritionist, I'm going to look at that nutritionist and be like, I want a six-pack, and I want to be able to eat without having to fucking stress about getting fat. Whatever you make is what I'm going to follow. I don't give a fuck what it is, as long as it doesn't have anything that's weird in it. If I eating pig testicles, we're going to have a problem. All right? Make the plan, and I'm gonna fucking follow that shit to a T. That's exactly what I would do. And I'd be like, how many times a week do I need to go to the gym? What do I need to do at the gym? That's all I want to know. Straight up. I don't want to fucking sit here and be a gym bro. I just want to stay and maintain a healthy lifestyle. That's all I want. That's all I've ever wanted.
Are absolutely loving it. The link is in the description to sign up, and make sure you sign up quick so you don't miss the huge announcement that'll be coming out soon.
Right.
So make sure you sign up so you don't miss out. Now back to Jalen.
That was a great ad. Super short, really to the point. I like that. I appreciate that. This is a good video. We're gonna link this video. Give this guy a sub. I like him.
showed sooner rather than later. And on the 23rd of February...
By the way, so speaking of being fat, if you don't want to be fat, there's an ad here, and you can eat this food and you won't be fat. Anyway, so back to the being fat.
2025, she posted this video to her Instagram, showing her crying in the car, videoing her feet, and what seems to be her throwing up into a bag.
I was gonna say, is it feed and trough time?
Caption was even stranger too, and she's actually edited it so we can't see what was there in the first place, but it now reads as follows. I am now safe. My perpetrator is going to be served. I have a chat with the police department number. I am safe, and his family and what they have done to me will be exposed.
What?
And I'm not threatening anyone, but that's what God has told me to do. Now it's not clear what was actually wrong with Jalen, except in her
Oh God, now the fat's making her delusional. Oh no. Put her down!
She states it was abuse and sepsis, but what she did share was a GoFundMe for people to help
Oh my God. Well, there it is, ain't it?
her with her journey to healing and safety, as she put it. I don't know why the first thing she does is make a GoFundMe, especially after
Wow.
Why would a gluttonous person ask for money?
Maybe it's to indulge her glutton.
Ooh. Oh, man. I wonder. What could it be?
Oh my
God. All over Instagram and TikTok about how she gets free holidays and makes thousands of dollars as an influencer. To me, this is a completely ridiculous thing to do, and people agreed. One person commented that her post was dramatic, and JB actually threatened them with legal action if they didn't remove that comment.
This has been recorded and will be addressed as need be.
You could just remove the comment. You just go there, you click the three little dots, and you hit remove comment. What? How fucking man, the fat
chance to remove it. Choose wisely, Gina.
What? Oh my God.
But it gets even worse. JB DM'd another person and continued to insult them, laughing at their
See, look, bro. I knew it.
His eyebrows
I knew
under
it.
control,
See,
LOL.
Every single
Stand on
time.
your bullshit.
Yes, bro. Get those eyebrows under control. There it is. Yep, I told you. Total, yeah, see, these people, they always want to talk about accepting size, accepting body types. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't give a fuck about that. All you care about is people pushing your fucking fat ass around at the airport while you eat as much food as you want. And then you can go easily over to some skinny girl and talk about how
yeah, right, fat onset dementia.
her eyebrows are fucked up and where's her organs. That's it. These people, you never, ever, for even a second believe that anything they're saying is something that actually is legit.
Stand on it, you coward. Well, clearly you can't even stand on it. You're so goddamn... Never mind.
Shit.
Fuck it! You're so goddamn fat, you probably need a wheelchair just to stand. You need to get little foot wheelchairs, fatty.
It's not legit. It's never been legit. It's all self-serving.
I can't believe it is, dude.
Physical appearance and even threatened to get them fired.
Oh, yeah, it's always self-serving, just like she serves the food from the plate to her mouth. I mean, let's be honest here. She was always a bully. You're just seeing it now.
Their job, all because they liked the comment calling her dramatic. Now, it's completely ironic that JB, someone who's advocated for the rights of fat people, completely broke down at someone, and the first thing she did was laugh at their physical appearance.
Of course they did.
Of course.
This is, it's all about accepting her behavior. While
What I say earlier, I said, if somebody who was decently sized, that was muscular, had good income, walked up to her and asked her out on a date, she would in a heartbeat. But the minute small, thin, or fat even, could be really fat guy that works at Wally Mart walks up to her, it's gonna be a no, and it's gonna probably be some insults after that. I didn't say it earlier, but I'm gonna say it now. Because I thought I was like, well, I should say it, but I didn't. So like, I should really stop censoring myself. But like, it kind of blows my mind that you think that these people that indulge at home constantly are really any different. They're going to do whatever they can to make themselves feel good. They'll do whatever they can. That's what they do.
Maintaining the privileges of other people.
That's why they can't walk right now.
That's all it is. It's a selfish, gluttonous movement that,
Sit on your
well,
bullshit.
I wouldn't
That's a
say
good
it's a
one.
movement. I would say it's a selfish, gluttonous cause.
It always is.
My opinion just shows her true colors as an absolute grifter. She doesn't care about the greater
Like
good.
Asmon says, all the problems in the world are caused by two types of people, Karens and incels. I've said it. Isn't it crazy that I just keep being right?
On making the world a better place, she only cares if she can make money from it.
Oh,
When
yeah,
someone tries
absolutely.
to stop her from making money, she actually attacks
Well,
them.
that's the thing, is she tries to drag up drama to make money from it. That's the kicker. That's what she's doing. She's dragging up whatever she can to make money. Like the whole going to the airport and then waving the sign around. She was the only one that did it. It's for money. Of course.
Unfortunately,
There are people that go out and get themselves locked up for 36 years, Somalia, and then they wonder why they're doing it. It's because they're getting paid to do it. There's a positive feedback loop for them doing dumb shit.
The real trouble
Big
was still
surprise.
yet to come, and she would soon face the consequences for her actions. On the 3rd of March 2025, someone on Reddit posted some breaking news. We were tipped off to JB being arrested. Charges
Arrested? What did she do?
include a Class C felony.
What?
Her charge sheet wasn't looking good.
Uh-huh.
1 count of misuse of 911 system, 1 count of resisting arrest and obstructing.
Assault?
Yeah.
Wait, bro.
She going to jail.
She got the 6X? So she
I mean, at a certain
for some
point,
bullshit.
at a certain point, I feel like if you've got fat layers on your fist, or you've got like fat on your palms to push somebody, I kind of feel like it should be more like assault with a deadly weapon. You know, whenever the fat is so big that whenever the centrifugal force pushes forward and the fat keeps moving, that should be like assault with a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like when your jelly is so big that it just flops into the seat next to you, like at an airport or something when you're sitting down. You kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's some malicious intent behind it. Let's be honest.
And then she was causing problems with the healthcare facility. Then probably the police got called. And then she was resisting arrest. And then she was obstructing law enforcement after resisting arrest.
Yeah, like
Then
there's
she
also a thing. It's like, you know, if she falls over, like not only could she like cause an earthquake, I'm going to hell, but she could also like, she could actually kill somebody if she falls over onto them. Like 500 pounds, a lot of fucking weight, dude. Like if you land wrong, you're donezo. That's a good thing to bring up. Yeah, like if she fell on somebody, like she could really hurt somebody.
Went somewhere else, and then she probably hit a police up. And this is at 4:20 in the morning. Oh
What
my
the
god.
hell? She's probably out trying to get some more food.
Law enforcement, and finally, 1 count of assault and criminal trespass.
Jesus.
Honestly,
Damn.
I'm impressed that her nearly 600-pound body could carry all of these out, and I can't wait for
True. She was wilding out. Maybe she is healthy at any size.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we got the so-called male loser epidemic. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, we ain't gonna finish that one. Let's watch some Marines get their asses kicked. Where's it at? Hold on.
Challenging recruits.
I don't think it's this one, is it? How long is this? No, it's not this one. There's no way. Hold on. I had it, I thought. Let me see. Hold on. That's Air Force. We got nope. Special Forces. Female recruits at here we go. Yeah, let's do this one. All right, boys, you ready for it? Let's watch the women get their ass beat. Oh, yes, sir!
Marine Corps boot camp, drill instructors typically work 12 to 14 hours a day, running on limited sleep and facing extreme physical demands.
Man, we already saw in that other video, like, the dude, they were sweating so much, their uniforms were drenched. We're gonna have to finish that other video up on Monday, but we did finish the fat one, so that I'll take it, you know?
The training lasts 13 weeks and is considered one of the most intense military boot camps in the world.
The highest standards of personal conduct. Sit up straight and look at me.
How much longer do we have? Because, like, I kind of want to... 16 minutes, brother. Shit. Okay. Okay, so let's put it up to a vote. We got... Because either way, we're going to watch these videos. We started watching this one yesterday. We could finish it today, or we could watch the Marines get their ass kicked. Yeah, is she gonna... That's a good point. Is she gonna ask for a bigger cell? She's advocating for bigger hallways. Marines? Okay, I got a Marines. There's 3 people watching right now, so... at least I'm hoping. So we got Puddin', and we got God the Fish over on YouTube, and then we got Lint? Linged? I don't even know how you say your name. Over on Twitch. Marines. Hooah! Okay, so we got another Marines. Tiebreaker's done.
My name is Staff Sergeant Croa.
Female Marine recruits train at both Paris Island and San Diego, with San Diego beginning to train women in February 2021 after accepting female drill instructors in December 2020.
Even after some of you have given up on
Flint
yourself.
now, okay.
Starting
Flint.
now, you will treat me and all...
The first female Marine drill instructors began training recruits at Paris Island in
Bro, I bet that shit is hot. I bet those damn clothes are brutal. Those look incredibly thick.
1976.
dignity and compassion. Physical or verbal abuse.
While not officially recorded, many drill instructors report walking tens of thousands of steps daily while training recruits.
Oh yeah. Yo, like, so the cameraman in the other one was struggling to keep up with the drill instructors in the bunks. That shit was funny, dude.
To report such incidents immediately to me. My drill instructors and I will be with you.
Is it really?
Lasts about 3
I'm used to like 3 layers of like bunker gear. So for example, I'd have like, where's my shirt? Fuck. So what we have is like the Nomex like long sleeve shirt that's fire retardant. And that's like a button up, kind of like what she's wearing. And then we'd have the khaki pants, which is also what she's wearing, except they'd be a different color. And then on top of that, we have all of our bunker shit, which is like 70 pounds of added weight. And the bunker gear itself had 3 layers of clothing. It had the interior, which was fire resistant. It had the midsection, which was water and fire resistant. And then it had the outer shell, which is mostly what you see. And it's like water, fire, like resistant to up to 5,000 degrees, I believe. And that shit was hot. Like when we would peel that shit off, some of our people, we would have like sweat water in their boots. That's how hot it was in this Texas heat, bro. It was crazy.
Days, where recruits begin their transformation into Marine Corps recruits.
From you, we demand the following. You must give 100% of yourself.
That's right.
Obey all orders. Quickly.
You don't think they know. They know. They see it.
Recruits are issued their first gear, including utility uniforms, boots, and PT gear, replacing their civilian clothes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Strike and look at me. My name is Staff Sergeant Hoover. Starting now, you will treat me and all other Marines with the highest respect.
They undergo an intense medical screening, including vaccinations, drug tests, and physical evaluation.
The conga line. You got to get your cocktail of vaccines. That's right.
Every day, everywhere you go, obey orders quickly, willingly.
Yeah, I had to get like, I think like a total of 10 vaccines before I could join the academy, dude. That I was getting vaccines I didn't even know fucking existed.
And without question, respect the rights and property.
Dude, I know, dude. She looks like she's gonna like split your ass in half, bro.
Never skip. Above all else, never quit.
Recruits begin to experience limited sleep, often getting less than 4 hours of rest per night.
Woo! And spirit of a homework. Each one of you
can become a Marine if you develop discipline and spirit.
They learn proper address, referring to themselves in the
Yeah,
third person.
they're very specific on what you do.
And
Very
addressing
specific.
instructors with sir or ma'am.
If you feel as if I have mistreated you, I expect you to report such incidents immediately to
She ain't even saying nothing. Her voice already cracking. What's going on here?
At the end of
Bro,
receiving,
those guys yesterday, they were yelling so much that their voices were going out.
recruits meet their permanent drill instructors, marking the real beginning of boot camp hell.
treat all Marines and recruits with courtesy and respect. You must work hard to strengthen your body, your spirit, and your mind. Be proud of yourself in that uniform you wear.
Female recruits must pass
Heard
the
that a
required
lot.
Marine Corps swim qualification to continue
Bro, I heard the swim shit is brutal.
training.
Stop right here by the silver letter.
Yep, you got to swim in full. Yep, with your boots on
Training
too.
takes place in pools at both Paris Island and San Diego
Damn!
with varying depths.
See, where was this in Black Friday? The yesterday's one, dude. Where was this at for the men Marine? Oh, this is men as well. Yep.
Recruits must leap into the water wearing full combat gear, camouflage uniform, boots, and all, simulating the weight and challenge of real-world conditions. They must swim 25 meters unassisted to prove basic survival swimming ability. The tread
There you go.
water
Just
test
keep
requires
paddling.
recruits to
Just
stay
keep
afloat
paddling.
for 4 minutes without touching the
I've done that
sides.
before. Just keep paddling. When you stop, you sink. Just keep going. I bet they so tired.
They practice the high tower jump, a 10-foot drop into the pool, simulating abandoning a ship.
Okay. Oh, they're blowing water into their uniforms, blowing air into their uniforms to make them float. Oh, now they get the flotation devices,
The
their
boil and
backpacks,
bob
yeah.
method teaches recruits how to use their gear to stay afloat by exhaling underwater and resurfacing.
Huh. Damn, there's a lot of water training. Ain't there one where you can get trained to like? So what they do is they put you in a car, and then they flip it upside down in the water, and you have to. That's a firefighter thing. Never mind. That's a firefighter thing. They teach you how to get out of the vehicle,
Recruits
but you
are
have to
responsible-
actually do it. You have to get like the seatbelt cutter and cut the seatbelt, and then like actually get out of the car that's submerged.
for daily cleaning of their M16A4 service rifles to ensure functionality and reliability.
Damn.
The process begins with a
I thought this was like a timed thing. Why did it take it so damn long? What's that about? I
disassembly,
thought this was always timed.
breaking down the rifle into its bolt carrier group, lower receiver, upper receiver, and small components. They use a bore brush and cleaning rod to scrub the barrel and chamber, removing
No, it's
carbon
not timed.
buildup and
Since
residue.
when did they take away the timed? As long as I can remember, I've always seen like military anything where they time you to put it back together. That's in the movies? Swimming works out every muscle. I know that. Dude, swimming sucks. It can. If you're doing it as an actual workout, but it's really good for your
The
body.
bolt carrier group,
Usually most things that you do that really suck, they're just really good for you.
ECG,
Like
is
not
carefully
eating and not getting like 500 pounds.
cleaned and lubricated, as carbon buildup can cause jams and malfunctions. Recruits use CLP, cleaner, lubricant, and preservative, to protect metal parts from rust and corrosion.
I wonder how many times they're forced to do this.
Drill instructors conduct meticulous rifle inspections, checking for even the smallest amount of dirt or carbon. Rifle Week is one of the most critical weeks in boot camp, where recruits focus on M16A4 rifle marksmanship at the rifle range.
Here we go. Here we go.
Recruits undergo intense training to learn proper shooting techniques, including sight alignment, breath control, and trigger pull.
Hey, I told you to put your adjusted hold in the center box, right?
They start by firing from the
Hey, where's all the yelling at? This is boring. What's going on here?
Stable shooting posture that offers
What is
better
this?
accuracy. During the week, recruits learn to engage targets at various distances, ranging from 200 to 500 yards.
Ooh, here we go.
The goal is to qualify with a minimum score of 1. At Chosin Range, recruits mark range targets during pre-qualification firing to track shot accuracy and improve marksmanship.
So like an air gun going on.
Recruits work in the pit.
Keep going.
Marking range targets teaches recruits attention to detail and teamwork, both crucial skills for rifle qualification and combat scenarios.
This is boring.
Their shot play. They must move and endure
there we go.
A series of challenging obstacles, testing their strength, balance, and endurance. The skyscraper is a tall wooden tower that requires recruits to climb multiple levels using teamwork and upper body strength.
Damn.
Drill instructors push recruits to overcome fears, especially those with height phobias or low upper body strength.
That's got to be so weird to do.
The Marine Corps Martial Arts Program is a required part of training for all recruits, including female Marines.
Yo, let's go.
Female recruits must earn a tan belt, the first level in the MIC-MAP system, before graduating from boot camp.
Tan belt. Oh yeah, come on, chew them out. Make them run.
Boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, Karate, and wrestling to develop combat-ready Marines.
Okay, so start striking in the air. So you want to be special? No. You're about to get find out what the first penalty is. So strike in the air.
Recruits train in striking techniques, including punches, kicks, and elbow strikes, to prepare for close quarters combat.
That looks like a fun. That looks like a ton of fun. This just looks fun to me.
Let's go.
They learn ground fighting techniques, practicing escapes and submissions to
Yo,
defend
I would be like low key. Let me train with her. Let me train with her. I want to train with her because I want to do this shit right. Like this kind of shit is so cool to me and it looks so fun. I would be like, yo, why stop at tan? Let's go all the way up to black. Let's do it. Damn, you see her back muscles?
Weapon defense drills teach female recruits how to disarm an opponent holding a knife or rifle. They must develop grip strength to effectively use chokes and joint locks in combat situations. MIC-MAP incorporates standing and ground-level combat, preparing Marines for unpredictable engagements.
You see, this is the part where it sucks to be short. Because when you got a big-ass dude on top of you, it fucking sucks, man. Dude, they tried to make me pull a, I think it was like a 300-pound man around the apparatus bay, bro. I couldn't lift him. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Shit.
Recruits must pass a combat conditioning course, performing techniques under
I tried to lift him up. It felt like I was trying to lift a damn truck over my head. I was like, hell no! I ain't doing that! I don't want to die, damn it! Not in training! Because, like, the way the packs are, you could pull somebody. They have a system in the back of the like, scruff area where you can pull it. It's called the DRD, Drag Rescue Device. And you pull that shit, and it's up underneath their arm, so you just pull that, and you pull the whole damn thing. Like, they trying to make me pick this guy up, and I'm like, hell nah. If we gotta go down some stairs, bro's about to get some brain damage, but he gonna be alive.
Drill instructors emphasize mental
Shit.
discipline,
You best
requiring
believe.
recruits to stay focused and calm under pressure.
Man, what is this shit?
Recruits often struggle with the rear choke technique, requiring extra training to develop upper body strength. The grappling portion of MICMAP teaches recruits to control an opponent using body weight and positioning.
Get back a little bit of the other deck. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, begin. Pick 'em up.
Yep, that sucks.
You don't know how to scream at me?
That one sucks.
Buddy
I've had
drills
to do
force
that.
recruits to
They
train
teach us how to do this. It's actually not that bad, but whenever you've got like the fucking dirt and stuff grabbing your fucking boots, and you're not lifting up on a woman, it sucks.
partners, simulating real-world combat scenarios.
Most of the firefighters that I've dealt with, they're usually these huge jacked fucking dudes that are all roided up or like decently sized. Like, there's some chunky ones, but not very many.
Recruits practice
And they're usually in
counterattacks
bunker
against
gear when you
larger
do it, too.
opponents, using leverage and momentum to their advantage.
All you know is freaking scream.
The belt progression system encourages Marines to continue training beyond boot camp, advancing to gray, green, brown, and black belts.
Ooh, that's what I would be. I would be signing up for every one of those courses. Best believe I would be signing up for every one of those courses. And you know why? Because when you get out, you can go to the UFC. That's why. It's a great starting point.
Full contact sparring sessions allow recruits to test their techniques against live opponents.
That's a live opponent. What? What, you mean to tell me that they go through all this and they don't actually fight to get the belt? Hell, even like basic kid karate, you have to fight the instructor and they have to like test your moveset.
Morning PT is a daily requirement in Marine boot camp, designed to build strength, endurance, and discipline. The 3-mile run is a key component, testing cardiovascular endurance and mental toughness.
I've never understood this. What the fuck is this gonna do? I have never. This was so stupid in the academy that our captain was like, "We're not gonna do that dumb shit. We're not gonna do that. This is stupid. What does this do? This does nothing. This doesn't even work as a stretch. This is just terrible. Like, this just makes my fucking my rotator cuff hurt."
Must complete the 3-mile run within the required time based on their age group, with 31 to 33 minutes being the upper limit for younger recruits. Drill instructors push recruits to run in formation, maintaining a steady pace while calling out cadences.
Why do some of them have... Hold on, wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. So why do some of these girls have the band... Why do some of them have it across and the others have it around? Like, what's that about? Oh, is that the men and that's the... No, that's definitely not... No? Maybe? Yeah, no, that looks like it might be men and this must be women?
The pull-up competition challenges upper body strength, with female recruits...
Bro, if her bun gets any fucking tighter right here, that bitch is gonna pop the fucking, like, it's gonna pop a cell or something. Like, we're gonna see a fucking nuke come from her fucking hair, dude. It's gonna, like, break an atom.
Required to perform a minimum of 3 pull-ups to pass.
3? Dude, what? 3? Oh, no fucking way. And they're using bands, too. Like, what is this shit?
Highly competitive recruits strive for the maximum score of 23 pull-ups, demonstrating exceptional arm and...
That's the maximum score?
Strive for the maximum score of 23 pull-ups, demonstrating exceptional arm and back strength.
That's crazy.
Recruits who struggle with pull-ups must perform the flexed arm hang, holding their chin above the bar for at least 15 seconds.
That's the easiest pull-up, too. That's literally the easiest style of pull-up. The underhand, that's the easiest one. Shit, at the academy, we had to finish out with 30. You didn't pass the course if you couldn't rip out 30. And it wasn't this underarm bullshit, it was this. It was the overarm. You had to be able to pull yourself up and pull your chin over 30 times. Every recruit had to do it. That in 1.5 miles in under 13 minutes. That sucked.
Recruits now perform crunches instead of the plank for core strength testing.
I think we had to do like a certain number of curl-ups, but like, I don't even remember what the fuck it was, dude. Or, not curl-ups, sit-ups.
As the plank was removed from the fitness test in 2020.
The plank is the most useless fucking, they call it an ab workout, but it's, I've never understood the plank. So like, whenever I was younger, I was able to sit there for like 10 minutes and feel nothing with a plank. Like whenever I was really jacked, 10 minutes with a plank is nothing. The plank is the most useless fucking, like if you do a, what was that called, mountain climbers? Mountain climbers fucking suck. Especially whenever you do a cross mountain climber. That sucks. When you're sitting there doing plank and you got to pull your leg up like that and cross and hit your elbow, that sucks. That's a hard workout.
Morning PT also includes dynamic stretching and warm-ups, preventing injuries before intense workouts. Recruits perform squats, lunges, and sprint drills to enhance overall athleticism and combat fitness. Drill instructors enforce strict form and discipline, ensuring no cheating or shortcuts in any exercise.
Damn, look at those hardened badasses. They're not as hardened as men, but you know we're men, so.
Final drill is a highly disciplined event where recruits showcase their precision,
I just don't get that, dude. Dude, I don't get that. That kind of does make me a little upset. Because, like, if you have a male Marine and you're expecting a female Marine to watch your back, I would want somebody that went through the exact same training I did. A softer training helps nobody. That helps nobody. And whenever the bullets start plapping off of your shit, and you got somebody that's weak behind you, it brings down the whole fucking team. Because they gotta cover not just for themselves, but for the other person involved. That helps nobody.
And military bearing through a series of drill movements.
They're not even in line.
Female recruits march in perfect formation, executing flawlessly timed movements with their M16A4 service rifles.
Well, that's what I really liked about the fire service at the academy. We had one girl, and she was expected to do the same shit all the guys were doing. That's how you keep perfect form. Everything that we had to do, she had to do.
Drill instructors meticulously evaluate footwork, arm positioning, and rifle handling, ensuring strict attention to detail. The event takes place on...
You know, I guess it's a good thing I never went to the military, because I'd be that asshole. I'd be that asshole that, like, walks by you and looks down at your boots and then scuffs it to get a response out of you. I would be that asshole. I would step on your boot to see how you would react. First day. Just to see how you would react. And if you would react in a way that I didn't like, you'd be my favorite friend. Just because I could. Just because I could. Now, I wouldn't do it to just one person. I would probably get like a line of people. You know, like just randomly pick them out of the group, you know? Just like walk over and scuff a guy's shoe, look down, and then look up at him and be like, your boots are fucked up. Why are your boots fucked up? Walk it, you know? Run a mile. Get it out of here. Run it. Just to see how I want to see if they're going to snap on me, you know?
The parade deck, where recruits perform in front of instructors and commanders as part of their graduation requirements.
That'd be the kind of shit that I would do. Just like unbiasedly picking people out of the crowd and scuffing their boots just to see.
Cover!
Oh, it sounds like it's gonna rain.
Rifle manipulation is a crucial component, requiring recruits to master shoulder-to-shoulder transitions, present arms, and order arms.
Okay, so I've never... Okay. You could correct me if I'm wrong by saying this. I have never, ever understood why we still do this. We haven't met on the battlefield like this in centuries. Why do we still do this? Why are we marching like we're in a parade? Oh, dude, they got so much cool shit now in the military, it's not even funny. They probably got shit on those guns that do all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, they all got scopes. Look at that. They all got scopes. Do you think it's because they're in the Marines? You think that's why they get the scope? Because I know the military, they train you different. I don't even think this is an M4, is it? Is this even an M4? This looks different.
Precision in executing column movements, right and left flanks and about faces determines which platoon performs best. Each movement must be...
I want to bring up something else that would be really funny. So, like, you know how you can get different, like, certs to, like, have certain things on your gun, like the shotgun or the grenade launcher? I would be that guy that would carry around the bag of, like, attachments for my gun. I would be that guy that in my spare time, I'm not at the bunks chilling. I'm, like, going off and doing shit. Like, getting, like, a black belt in karate, or, like, getting, like, all these badges for, like, my fucking attachments on my gun. I'd be like, bro, we need more firepower. And I'd be like, I got the minigun. Hold on. Let me just put it on the gun real quick. Give me a second. Hold on. Get your post, you get a weapon assigned. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but I think that, like, you can get, like, you can get certifications for, like, different gun attachments that you can have, like, different underbarrel stuff.
executed in perfect unison, proving that recruits have learned discipline and teamwork.
At least that's what I thought. I don't know if I don't know if I've been fed wrong information or what, but like...
Drill instructors lead recruits through extensive practice sessions, often repeating commands hundreds of times until they are perfect. The sound of boots hitting the deck in sync is a sign of a well-trained platoon.
Why? Why do we still do this? I don't understand.
Recruits must maintain straight...
Because, like, anytime you're in the battlefield, you're never gonna do this. Ever. I mean, I guess I understand the concept, but I think that it's outdated.
Posture, eyes forward, and expressionless faces, reflecting the professionalism of the Marine Corps.
Oh my God, she dropped her hat. Bro, that would be an ass chewing right there. How come she ain't getting her ass chewed out? Hold on, wait, I'm going forward. Hold on. How come she didn't get her ass chewed out for that?
Maintain straight posture.
She dropped her fucking hat, dude.
Expressionless faces, reflecting the professionalism.
She dropped her fucking hat. How soft are we, dude? You could see this guy. This guy right here. You could tell the difference between these two instructors. He's like, oh, that's an ass chew. He immediately mentally was like, kill! And then she's like, I don't care.
Of the Marine Corps.
Yeah, look at it. Looking at it. You see that? He's like looking at her, looking at him. Her. She's like looking. He's like looking at both of them. He's like, you gonna do something about that? You do something about that? You gonna do something about that?
The conditioning hikes are part of a series of progressively longer marches designed to prepare recruits for the final crucible hike. Recruits begin with shorter hikes and increase distance and difficulty, culminating in a rigorous hike during the crucible. Recruits must carry full combat loads, including their M16A4 service rifle, pack, and gear, weighing over 50 pounds.
That's it? Oh man, that's pussy weight. Come on. And they don't have to worry about like being like stuck in some damn bunker gear either, man. That's
varies between flat roads, hills, and uneven trails.
I used to do 70 pounds and run around the park to get ready for for my academy, dude.
Simulating
like,
real combat movement conditions.
That's pussy weight. Come on. I really thought it was heavier. Are you sure it's only 50 pounds? I could have swore their gear was more. How much was y'all's gear, Nigel, whenever y'all's went? I thought it was like 80 to 100. Is it really only 50 pounds? And y'all packing light over there.
The hike is conducted in full combat uniform, including boots, helmet, and flak jacket.
Shit, the bunker gear and SCBA that we had to wear was like 70. That shit's like 70 pounds, and it fucking sucks, dude. It makes you feel like you're swimming in the air. Oh shit, I thought it was heavier.
Making
oh, so it's just the fucking firefighters that take it up the ass. Okay, I see how it is. All right.
Foot conditioning critical.
I get it now. It's just us they don't like.
Drill instructors set the pace, ensuring recruits maintain formation and stay motivated despite exhaustion.
That's the worst thing you can do right there is that shit. This shit right here. This stupid shit right here. Whenever they make you stop, bro, you lose all your momentum when you stop like that. Dude, that shit would kill me. Like, dude, let's get this going. Like, what are we pussyfooting around for? Let's go.
The hikes are progressively more challenging, forcing recruits to build leg strength, endurance, and mental toughness.
That's the thing, like at the academy, like my academy, the fire academy I went to, they told you, they like, don't stop. If you stop, it's gonna hurt way worse. And it does. Because when you start using your muscles and it starts hurting, dude, and you stop, bro, it's so fucking hard to keep going. Like, it's so hard. Why would you stop? 6 weapons, water, magazines, your masks. wouldn't you think that since they're in the camp that they would overweight these guys? So that way whenever they get assigned to their encampment, they're used to the heavier weight? Like, that's what I would do. That's what I would think even. Like, you don't want to get used to carrying what you have. You want to get used to carrying something heavier. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. It's because if you've got a downed teammate and you have to have all that gear, you will be better off if you're able to not only carry your gear, but his gear as well. Walk a lot.
Recruits must hydrate properly, as dehydration can lead to
the challenge
fatigue,
is getting up after
heat
sitting,
exhaustion, or falling out of
right?
formation,
That's the challenge. It's after you're done sitting, you gotta get up,
which is not tolerated.
and get moving again. Bro, that would fucking kill me, dude. But Battlefield is different than civilian. That's true. That's true.
Successfully finishing.
Well, I'm like not really thinking of it as like a civilian. It's more like, so like at the academy, whenever we weren't in bunker gear, sometimes they would give us weighted vests that were like 10 or 15 pounds over what our bunker gear would be. So that way, because you don't want to meet the line, you want to go past it. Because if you go past it, it's kind of like how Goku trains, right? How they train with weights. Like, you're never gonna. Actually, a better example that's more real. How runners, they train with ankle weights. Yes, you can get used to running normally, but you will go faster and you will be stronger if you have the ankle weights.
Conditioning hikes proves that recruits have the stamina, discipline, and determination to push through the final
challenges. Because if you could get used to running with ankle weights, having no weights, that's a whole different. I know from experience, it's a whole different ball game.
Of boot camp.
9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15.
The Crucible is the final test of Marine Corps boot camp, a 54-hour event designed to push recruits to their physical.
How many? How many hours exactly? 54. 54. So that's like a day and a quarter. It's 48. No, that's more than a quarter. That's a lot. That's more than a day.
Limits.
You gotta make sure that if you're stuck, if you've ever seen The Lone Survivor, you'll understand.
One of the physically demanding obstacle events takes place at Page Field, emphasizing teamwork, endurance, and problem solving.
Yeah, they do train you. They do train you to do this. Like, all this training is leading up to this. So.
Recruits must navigate obstacles while carrying full combat loads, including service rifles and gear.
Oh, this is gonna be a cakewalk then, because you can help each other. Shit, I'm over here thinking that it's like you gotta do it yourself and stuff. It's gonna be easy.
The obstacles that include wall climbs, low crawls, rope swings, and log crossings, simulating real combat conditions. Recruits must work as a team, helping each other over obstacles like high walls and uneven terrain. A challenging rope-borne balance obstacle requires recruits to maintain coordination while carrying their gear.
That looks like it's frustrating.
The muddy and uneven ground at
Mask and
Page
helmet.
Field adds to the difficulty, forcing recruits to maintain balance and coordination.
No, I wouldn't doubt that it sucks, but like it doesn't look too bad because they're not being pressured to run it really fast either. They're just kind of going at their own pace. It's like going for a walk in Texas. I mean, let's be honest here. It
Exhaustion
sucks,
and
but it
sleep
can be done.
deprivation make the challenge even harder, testing a recruit's ability to think clearly under stress. speed and efficiency are crucial, as recruits are timed and must complete the obstacles before moving to the next mission.
Oh, okay.
Recruits learn to rely on upper body
So it
strength
is kind
and
of
proper
timed. I guess each obstacle is timed.
technique to successfully
What do
navigate.
you think the likelihood is that they'd actually sit here and do this for 54 hours straight? Do you really think they actually do it 54 hours straight, or they have breaks in between?
Tall wall climbs and pull-up bars. Some events during the Crucible require
this
recruits
is so
to transport
easy.
wounded
What the
teammates,
fuck?
reinforcing leadership and decision-making skills.
Set. Move.
Where are the instructors at? There's nobody yelling, nothing?
Drill instructors push recruits to keep moving by yelling commands, ensuring they stay motivated and never quit.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Let me explain to you what ladder week looks like for a firefighter. Hold on, let me get the exact weights. Hold on. Let me see. I wonder if I'll get slapped if I play this. Guess there's only one real way to find out, huh? Hold on. Let me see. We're not necessarily going to be watching the whole thing. We're just going to be watching bits of it. Because this is just pussyfoot behavior, man. I can't with this. Okay, where's the 3-rung ladders? That's the easy ladders. Where's the 3-rung? Give me that 3-rung. Where's that big, beautiful 3-rung ladder at? I know they're going to cover it. Where's it at? Ain't I going to cover the 3-rung ladder? Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the big boy. That's the big boy right there. So you're supposed to do this with 3 people. At the academy, they want you to do it with 1. And they have this thing called ladder week. This ladder weighs approximately 300 fucking pounds. It doesn't look like it.
As they pull the 35 off the truck, they settle into a suitcase carry with 2 on one side, 1 on the other.
You're fully bunked up, wearing face mask, in Texas heat, right? What you gotta do is you set it down, typically right about here, and you gotta swivel that bitch up, and you're doing this by yourself. You're pretty much holding this 300-pound ladder straight up in front of you. And you gotta sit there and let it lean on you, right? You gotta let it lean on you. And then you grab that pulley, and you sit there and you raise it that way. You gotta hook your hand into it, right? And that's after you carry it here. Let me be fucking completely honest. This thing fucking sucks to carry. It fucking sucks. I have never hated my life more than having to carry this. And then you lay it on yourself, and you've got to extend it while it's going up over you. And then you pick yourself up and you grab it. And this is where the scary part comes in. Because it's fucking heavy. And you could lose control of this ladder so easily. And then you gotta lay it on a building. So, our ladder week, which is a week of just real fun shit, where we get a 3-man carry like this, right? Is they gonna lay it flat? Yep. They're gonna lay it flat? Yep. Okay. So you have instructors barking commands at you. Like barking. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up! So you pick it up and you do an overhand carry. I don't know if they suitcase carried it. Overhead carry is where you pick this ladder up, where it's at right now, and you have to carry it like this. The guy in the front's always the leader. Right? You have to pick it up and you're carrying the whole ladder like this okay? So, I had a guy across from me. He didn't make it. Because what you do is, we have a conga line of ladders. A conga line of fucking ladders, bro. We're all bunked up. It's hot out. And we're walking 1.5 miles with ladders. Whenever they say switch positions, we put the ladder down, everyone moves up 1. And whenever you get to the front, and you're in the front, you gotta run all the way to the back and pick up the little ladder. And carry that by yourself. And we do this for approximately 3 fucking hours. They say, pick it up, you pick it up. Put it down, we put it down. Pick it up, we pick it up. Put it down. In fact, the instructors were so hell-bent on someone leaving, they made us go to the parking lot an extra length. Bro, whenever I say that I came close to passing out, I was starting to see big old black spots, man. I said, one of the guys in front of me, right? One of the guys in front of me, he started going to the side because he was the leader. And I was like, yo, man, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? He's like, oh, yeah, I don't know. I was like, Hamlet, where you going? And he's like, I'm good, man, I'm good. It's like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. And he kept going, and we kept going, and he kept going, he going to the side. I was like, Hamlet, where you going, bro? Where you going? And he's like, oh, I'm seeing black spots, man. And I'm like, yeah, I see them too. But I had a guy that was across from me. They were really trying to make this guy quit. They were really trying to. Yeah. And I was on the same ladder as him. And he just wouldn't pick this fucking ladder up right, dude. He wouldn't pick it up right. And it was a group of 3. It was me, it was him, and then somebody else. And he just wouldn't pick this fucking ladder up right, dude. Like, he just kept slamming it on the ground when he would drop it. And we had to pick that ladder up 6 times. I was not dude, the other guy that was next to him was like, dude, if you don't pick this fucking ladder up, I'm just going up your ass. And it's like, dude, like, come on. So we kept having to pick this ladder up. It's fucking humid. It's on concrete, too. So the sun is just beaming back in your face while you're wearing your mask. It's just beaming you. So whatever little bit is poking out of the visor, it's just red. All you see is red, dude. The sweat is just pooling in our boots. And this dude just won't fucking get it right. And it's just like, man, come on. He got failed out because he failed a test. But like, this shit, what is this? This is insulting. Like, if you ain't got these people like halfway passing out, regretting their life decisions, you ain't doing this right. Like, these people need to be seeing black spots. That's how you push yourself to be better. That's how you, like, instead of going to the bunks, you take your ass to the gym and you be better. Because the last thing you want is, like, someone to just pass the fuck out and then you just be stuck with the bill, you know? Like, that's kind of where I'm going with this, is like, this just seems incredibly soft. The Marines, the male Marines, that looked fun. That looked like it was a lot of fun. But, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the dumb one here. And that wasn't even, like, all of the day that we had to do. After we did that hell, We had to go back in. We had one person quit that day. He had one person that quit that day. Freaking ran over, grabbed his bunker stuff, bagged it up, and left. He was like, nope, I'm done. After that, we go into the classroom and we study, and then we had PT after that, which was more hell. Like, what is this? Maybe you're right. Maybe they won't be on the front lines. This just looks too light to me to be like, that's front line. I just don't see it. I'm sorry. Computers do the first level of basic training. Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is like, whenever it comes to this kind of job, like they trained us to pick up ladders, but we also trained how to put them up. The point is if someone else's life depends on your fucking job and you fucking pass out or you do something stupid because you're tired, you could kill the whole goddamn team. That's what matters. Like, if you are pushing yourself to the point where you actually pass out and you throw up in your mask and you pass out, you're leaving the bill with the other two people that are with you. And there's a good chance they're not going to be able to get you out. Yeah, like, you can't go soft on these people, because if you go soft on people like this, people fucking die. You cannot be soft. You can't. You know why? Because the enemy, Charlie, is not going to be soft. They're going to kill you. They may do worse. You cannot be soft. It's like, even in the fire service, you cannot be soft. You know why? Because there's a fucking child in a building and your ass is expected to get that fucking child. How are you going to get that child if you passed out before you even get to the third flight of stairs? How are you going to help anybody? You're part of the problem, not part of the solution. What are you doing? Like, it makes no sense. I guess that's all I got to say about that. Like, it does look like they softened up, and I don't like that, dude. That looks really soft compared to what the Marines used to be. When was this uploaded? 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. What'd I say? I'd imagine that I used to see YouTube videos of the Marines getting drowned to toughen their like instinct of water. They would fucking drown the Marines, dude. They'd put the mask on them and they'd fill that shit with water upside down in a pool to make them understand how detrimental it is to put your fucking mask on the correct way. Like, this is just atrocious. What is this? Man, the law ain't gonna protect your ass from catching a bullet. Man, oh man. And it's not like, you know how often I took a ladder off the truck during my time as a firefighter? Never. Never. I never took a ladder off the truck. But I guarantee you, if you go out into active service, you're going to be walking a lot. Like, you know? Oh, shit. Well, unfortunately, boys, I'm going to have to kill the stream. Because it is that time. I wish I could do more firefighter stuff, but, like, they keep hitting my videos whenever I do them, so, like, I don't know. Or not the videos, the stream. I'm hoping maybe I could find a channel that won't slap me, but I want to do firefighter stuff, and I want to do more military stuff, but I'm scared, dude. All right, boys, have a good weekend. We're going to roll up out of here. We'll be back on Monday. I'm going to be editing all these videos out from the stream, so if you see a whole bunch of videos go up, if you're here for the stream, you could ignore them. They're not going to be, nothing crazy. It's just going to be from the stream, so All right, I'm out of here. Stay safe out there. Have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday. And I'll see y'all again. Where is... What the fuck? Peace! Thanks for watching.